Hello, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Give us 10 minutes and we'll be live. It always sounds so anticlimactic when I do that.
What? Give us 10 minutes and we'll be live?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes.
It's like, yo guys, what's up? See ya.
You're building up. It's like you're building up for something amazing.
And then I'm
you
just
let
like,
everybody down.
what can I say?
Well, chances are people don't even like catch that little blip at the beginning. That's like the first, like, what, 5 seconds of the stream. Like, everyone's gotta, like, they gotta line up and get inside first, you know?
I think everybody's waiting for the stream to go live. Bated breath.
Is that how you... Do you post
ripped.
stuff that you're going live?
Stream just ripped, so
Oh god,
it's
no.
reconnecting.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
no.
gonna say, it never came online on my end.
Yeah,
on your
same
page.
here. Well, at least no one got the notification. That's always a good thing. No one's gonna be like, hey, where's Jesse? Oh, there it is. You're live now. No, you're not. Whoops. Got a little 1 second it said live, and then it was like, see ya. I didn't even hear the ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
No, it seems to be live on my end, so.
okay. It's back
We're live
up
now.
again. It
Yep.
should be back up again.
Yeah, it says live. You're good.
This is a good thing we got these out of the way early.
I have a feeling that people might be having problems getting in here.
I hope not.
Hey, what's up, Cosmos? All
Hey,
right,
Cosmos.
Twitch is being derpy, so we weren't sure. So we're glad it's working, man. Let's see. And the tweet went out. Okay, cool. What's up, Christine? Thank you for the host. Thank you for the host, Milo. DDoS, I see. Oh, this guy. Which reminds me, actually, I gotta mod you guys.
Yay.
You get a mod sword for the stream in case anybody
got you.
tries to screw with you.
I am responsible with that power. I can manage it.
Most people aren't, so
I won't let you down, Jesse. I promise.
okay. And then
I will wield it with honor. Oh, by the way, Christine, still waiting on that artwork, you know? Hope you're not spending all your time drawing phallic things and...
I heard about that.
Yeah, she's out of her mind.
yeah, things happen. Christine has a reputation, apparently.
Dude, I saw
For
her...
all the wrong things.
Yeah.
I saw her highlight of the laughing, like the oh my goodness, dude, that got me. Like, I don't crack up a lot, but like that was A++ on that. That was funny.
Let's see. I just want to make sure my commands are working. Watch me have the wrong guest up. Harley Quinn bot, please. No.
Did you disconnect?
I don't think so.
No.
You could see.
Oh, okay. You said no. I got freaked out for a minute. I was like,
The
what
bot-
happened?
No, the bot's being.
Oh no.
It's not reacting.
That Twitch API though.
Christine, I'm gonna ask you for a favor. I need some copy pasta going. Here's number 1. And here's number 2.
She's such a good little soldier. Yeah.
Yeah, Christine is awesome.
I agree.
I don't care what I say to her face. She's alright. Pretty sure thing, boss. Don't call me boss. I am kind of bossy, though, am I? Thank
just a little
you.
bit.
I think she said, I think I forgot about that. I hope she wasn't talking about the artwork. That's not how you make money, Christine. All right?
Well, she put
You
a
gotta
kappa
keep-
behind that, so,
You gotta keep track of them business logs, my son.
my son. Christine's a grill.
I know, I just...
She's a grill.
What up, nerds? Oh, wow.
What's up, Sapphire? What's up, Monaco?
What
How you
up,
doing?
Sapphire?
You know, you could feel free to call me Jesse, Monaco. Fucking bastard, always calling me salty.
Shoe fits.
Fair enough.
You get salty from time to time.
Never.
It's in good taste. Like the Boshi thing, dude. Oh, that was driving me nuts. I can't. Like I was hearing in my sleep. I was hearing it's Boshi time. Like I couldn't sleep. I was rolling in my bed.
Dude, I was about to lose my mind when one of my moderators, Matt9784, he started doing spamming the Boshi emote so much, and I was just
no.
like, I swear to God, you do that one more time, I'm gonna...
How much do you like being a mod?
What's up, clone?
Hi, clone.
Hey, clone.
What is it?
No
Exclamation-
special command for you.
Oh, I see what he did there. Okay.
You know what, KLB? I actually will make a special command for you.
Don't do it.
Oh no, everyone will like this.
He's trying to take over the world, one stream at a time.
Oh, you got a little questionnaire, Jesse? I'm gonna ask you a couple questions on here. Oh wait, no, this is for today. All right, I won't ruin the integrity of things. I didn't realize this was for the podcast.
All right,
Whoops.
KLB, your notification or your command is live. Whenever you want to give it a shot. I don't know if the bot's working though, so. Maybe I might have to just reopen the bot.
What a bummer. Oh, KLB got timed out.
Oh man,
That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
that's too damn funny.
How did you do that? I'm like blown away. That's insane. You guys are so savvy with these bots. Like I need to get up to date here.
Well, you know how you could type out the timeouts and the purges? Yeah, I just did the command for timing out KLB for 1 second.
That's funny, dude.
I enjoy that a little too much.
I was just gonna
Hey,
be
he
timed
asked
out
for
the
one.
whole rest of the stream.
He didn't say what kind of command he wanted, you know, so.
I know, he
This
asked
happens.
for it. He's getting hella wrecked.
Yeah.
2 times. Gee.
Oh, it's beautiful. Brings a tear to my eye. Well, the bot's working now, guys, so the Q&A and the guest commands should be working, so... Alright. There we go. New favorite command. Alright, so it is the top of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, 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 ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Guys, welcome to Real Talk Podcast, episode 15. Here today we have Mr. Sudafed, Mr. Stinky Pete, and then Bunny Tails. Just so you guys know, if you're new to the podcast, which I don't think any of you are today, right now, at least. If you're new to the podcast, regardless, just so you know, it's basically just us BSing, talking about social things and etiquettes of Twitch, and things we deal with as casters, viewers, and, you know, such and such. It's just a bunch of people BSing and making fun of me. On that note,
Yeah.
we're going to start with Bunny Tails. Also, it was 1, ladies first. 2, it was her birthday yesterday. Guys in the chat, if you already follow Bunny Tails, could you give me some heart spam for Bunny Tails and tell us what your stream's about, what have you been up to, what do you plan on doing, and who are you?
Hello, I'm Bunny Tails. I'm a variety caster here on Twitch TV. And I play mostly RPGs, American RPGs, some Japanese RPGs, some shooters, first and third person, and some platformers. And that's about it. I tried playing scary games, they weren't scary, so fuck those. I've been playing recently, I just finished Demon Souls, and I'm currently playing through Skyrim for the first time ever. So, hi, bye.
Alright, and then we're going to move on to Mr. Stinky Pete here. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you are following Stinky Pete, can I show some heart spam in the chat? And as well as, Stinky Pete, what have you been up to? What do you plan on doing? And how are you? And who are you? And, well, you know, just tell us things.
Yeah, I'm Stinky Pete. Kind of a variety caster. I don't really cast that often, but I've been trying to get into it a little bit more. Still need to kind of set up a schedule because I do it sporadically, but overall I've been playing a fair amount of Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls recently, been playing some Batman Arkham Asylum, and what was the other one? I was playing some Dishonored not too long ago, so kind of all over the place, but yeah, just like to hang out, have a good time, and cast when I feel like casting.
Word. Alright, and last but not least, we have Mr. Sudafed. Guys, once again, if you haven't figured it out by now, show some heart spam in the chat if you already follow Sudafed. Also, what have you been doing, what have you been up to, and who are you, and what are you about, and all the yada yada. Give us the lowdown.
Alright guys, it's real talk, so I'm gonna be real with you. Alright. Basically, I don't do things a lot differently than most people, you know? But what we do at our channel, we just keep things simple. It's just like... No, I'm just...
That's it?
No, I'm kidding.
Simple!
No, I'm kidding. No, you know, I don't play a lot of like the popular games that people have on Twitch here, like, you know, like H1Z1 DayZ. Not to sound pretentious or anything, but I don't make my channel. All right, I don't make my channel. My community does. You know, if you want to meet good people, they're real, and they're real. They're kind people. They really are. They've been so supportive to me. You know, like I have seriously like. Probably like 8 people that like watch me stream consistently, but they're awesome. You know Andy, right?
Dude.
He's an awesome guy. Like he's pretty much like the main reason why I stream. Like I don't know, man. I love that dude. Yeah, but you know that's pretty much it, dude. Like it's real simple. Like if you want like no bullshit, like I don't have any crazy like graphics or anything. Like I'm really behind the times. Like it's a time where like, you know, did you ever watch what was it, JTV, stuff like that? People used to just stream games like it was just straight up gaming, you know, and that's what I try to focus on, you know, like the art form itself. And yeah, I really have no intentions of getting like doing anything crazy. Like there's so much competition on here. You know, there's some, like you stream, and there's people who do it. There could be people that do it 5,000 times better than you do. You know, like it's just like, if you just, I don't know, if you want a real person, if you want to come in and just like shoot the shit with somebody, that's me. You know, but there's nothing more. What you see is what you get. You know, that's it.
Word.
I know I just talked for a half hour. I'm sorry.
I wasn't going to tell you that. But I really wanted to. But You and your kindness, you don't make the channel, or your viewers.
I really
do.
don't,
That's
man.
so nice.
No, dude, seriously, I sit there and I am more entertained by what's going on in my chat than myself. Like, they have such like a rich sense of humor, you know. I don't know.
My chat's full of
Love it.
assholes.
Team not Jesse.
Anyways, so guys, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off with some of the topics we got for tonight. Let's see. I've been debating between 5 topics, but I think this is the one I really want to talk about. It's not necessarily a controversial topic or anything like that, but it's just something I've noticed about myself recently, I would say. And this is very simple. It's what mannerisms and do you pick up from your, like, let's say growing up, being, you know, or working, what mannerisms have you picked up from work, school ethic, work ethic, family environments, maybe even your whole local area as a whole, like, that you bring into your Twitch stream? One of the things I will say is that I have served tables for, let's say, I've done it for like about 5 years or so, and I've just gone back to serving tables, for example, and I kind of feel like Twitch at a certain point is a service, and I want to greet each and every one of everybody who comes in my chat, and I want to have a nice and, you know, solid conversation with everybody. On top of that, you know, I will say I'm very OCD. Thank you for the follow, Infidel. I want to say I'm very OCD as far as images goes. And with that said, I think I might have picked that up from my mother, who's the biggest fucking clean freak I've ever met in my goddamn life. Because if you have 2 dishes in that sink and company's coming over, the house is dirty. Like it's insane. My mother's Panamanian and Hispanic, and everything's gotta be fucking spotless. It's insane. But so basically, I was just kind of wondering. Like, I also give, like, it sounds kind of weird and maybe pretentious at a certain point, but like, I'm from the South, and we have what's called Southern hospitality, where we want to take the time to get to know people and treat people right, and, you know, and that's very important to me, as far as, you know, and that's something I picked up from my environment and my upbringing and whatnot. So what are some things you guys have noticed about yourself that you've brought from, you know, outside sources into your stream? I mean, we've all talked about how we've learned from other streamers, but what have you learned from your own life that you bring into your stream? Just curious. Let's get deep. Sudafed, you want to take this one?
That's a good question, actually. You know what? I think a big thing for me. We have just an undying sense of humor, and I think a sense of humor is just. I think that's such a good way to, like. I know this is gonna sound super cliche, but it's a good way to connect people. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing really warmer than like a funny person, you know. And I think that's one thing that really helped me is, like, I'm nonstop. Like, I think sometimes I think I'm on 11 when it comes to just cracking jokes and stuff like that. Like, that's what I do. And it's exhausting sometimes because you want to be genuine with it. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like this idiot, like, juggling for people on stream. But, you know, and I think that goes back to the whole reason why I only do it for about 2.5 hours, and then I'm just completely punched out, you know, like, because I don't know, I like to be consistent, you know, and I think it's another thing too, is being consistent and a little bit too methodical for my own good. Maybe I got that from my mother. I don't know, you know, she drives me mad slowly. But yeah, that's about it, man. I think the only other thing that I bring in is probably just a certain level of integrity. Like, I have a immature sense of humor, I do, but I try to have it within reason. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to make people uncomfortable, I guess, you know? That's about it, man. That's my opinion on that. But again, I don't have that much else that you know, that was a really good question, man. Seriously, like, as far as like values coming in from the outside, again, like, I don't really, That's it. Just the sense of humor and like and the maybe just being a little methodical on things. But aside from that, like I think I'm just pretty straightforward. I'm not really that layered of a person
Well,
when
I mean,
it comes to streaming.
is there anywhere you've picked up your straightforwardness or your sense of humor from? I mean,
My family, absolutely. My family. You know, like growing up and everything. That was it. We're just relentless. If you didn't have a sense of humor, you would have got eaten alive. Eaten alive.
Sounds like my family at a certain point.
I was tormented.
Oh shit.
Tormented.
Well, I'm bringing up some dark demons now. Shit.
I could have used a better word. Tormented. That was a little dramatic.
I mean,
maybe.
at a certain point, I guess I could say I was tormented. I was the youngest child, and I had to get by somehow.
Me too.
Laughing helped.
Me too. I got desensitized, man.
Yeah, I'm somewhat at the same
Right?
way, a little bit.
Seriously.
What about you, Bunny Tails? Mannerisms you picked out from the outside that you bring into your stream and you expose everybody to, you guys, at a certain point.
This is a really tough question.
I didn't intend to make it easy.
I'm kind of drawing kind of a blank. The only thing I can really think of is that something that's kind of happened kind of recently towards the years that I've been married. Something that I've caught up from my husband is his horrible fucking mouth. Like, if you asked any of my friends from high school, like, about me, they would tell you that I am a goody two-shoes, I never cuss, I never do anything, and that is all out the window now.
I was about to say, you're so full of
So-
shit. I don't buy it.
I mean, that's how I was. The way I grew up was like a Christian, and no bad words, blah blah. But now I'm just like, it's every like half a second coming out of my mouth.
It's good though, Bunny. You know, it's human. It's raw. You know.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nice and shy before, then I snapped. Let's just leave it at that. And then you got what you got today. What about you, Stinky Pete? What do you draw from like the outside world, or mannerisms or anything like that?
I would say that pretty much everything from, like, I don't try to be a different person when I'm on stream, so I act the same way on stream that I do in real life. So, I'm a pretty nice, kind person in general, so anytime that people come into my chat, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, even if they're somewhat of a dick off the bat, try to be friendly with people compared to just insta-ban. I mean, I'm not a Jesse who likes to swing the ban hammer every
I was
30
just thinking
seconds.
that.
Whoa! It's fun when you get used to it. Trust me.
But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what I draw from real life that I use on stream is pretty much everything. You know what I mean? I act the same way that I do in real life, other than maybe be more talkative, because sometimes I can be kind of quiet in real life, and obviously on stream you got to keep people captivated and be the one entertaining people, and if I'm quiet, then chat's going to be quiet and people aren't going to be having as much fun. But pretty much just trying to act as normal as possible and treating people how I would want to be treated, essentially, when I go into other people's chats.
I mean, is there any like work mannerisms or like any like work habits or anything? Like, I know at a certain point you guys, even if you don't like show it directly on stream, is there anything like that you guys do off stream? Like I said, my mother's a very clean person, and I suppose that's why I do all these freaking overlays to a methodical point, and so is there anything like that, like that like you can say, hey, I have this one person to blame for this one good thing I do on my stream or something like that? I feel like everybody's got, like, you know, and Sudafed talked about his mother as well, coming out into his stream, and how his upbringing was as well. My dad was a hard ass. I'm a hard ass. I swing the banhammer really, really fucking quick.
Yeah, you do.
Look, and the way I look at that is people come into my home. When you come into my stream,
absolutely,
you're coming into my home, and if you disrespect my home, well, you're unwelcome company, in my opinion, and I could boot you right the fuck out.
I can understand that.
You are a guest in my house. Do not overstay your welcome or abuse your privilege. Take a shit in my bathroom, don't flush.
That's right. That's right. No, seriously, man. I think it's good to have a no bullshit policy, man, because I have had to deal with a lot of idiots because I was too nice. Too nice, you know what I mean? If just save yourself the headache, and if, like, again, this has been said before, but if someone's just not, like, they don't need to be there, if they're not contributing, just fucking get rid of them. Serious, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand, like, you don't have to be extremely, like, you know, you don't have to be right on point and just get rid of them immediately, but if you don't feel like they're contributing anything, if you know what they're gonna be, you know, like, just, you don't need it, because they're just going to make you uncomfortable. They're going to make the people who watch you uncomfortable, and you don't need that.
Sapphire knows what I'm talking about.
They don't fly.
Oh, man. So, but
Yeah, I guess to answer your question a little more accurately, I would say probably I try to do the best that I can on my streams, like not half-ass it, and that would be something that I got from my dad, because he was a contractor and a carpenter and a plumber for a number of years, and I've worked with him a lot growing up, and he would not let me half-ass it. As a kid, no matter what, I had to put in my work, I had to do the best I could, and, you know, there was no lunch break until the project got done. You know what I mean? You couldn't just go dick around and kind of give a 50% effort. You always had to give 100%. So that's something that I try to put into my streams that I got out of real life.
Does this sound like your dad? Like, if you're gonna do it right, because that's something my dad has told me time and time again. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it right. Just,
Yep.
Yeah, I totally feel you on that one. It's like, if you're gonna do it, you know, like, I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna go pro or be a full-time streamer or anything. Like, honestly, that's just not in the cards right now. Maybe sometime down the road when my living situation is better or whatnot. Money's kind of important.
Seriously.
Imagine that. But, you know, it's like, he always did tell me, like, if you're gonna do it right, and I could feel you on that one. What about you, Bunny? Is there, like, you blame your husband for your potty mouth. Is there anything good you can blame somebody for? Or is it just Bunny's perfect, is what I'm hearing?
Oh, shit.
Well, to kind of go on the opposite of what you were saying, like your dad's a hard ass, so you're a hard ass. I think my upbringing was really kind of lax, and there wasn't really like any major punishment for, or maybe it's because I was just such a good child. I don't know, but
I have that, yeah, I don't believe that.
No.
We don't really execute the banhammer on my channel that much, and I let a lot of things go. There are some things. No.
Sorry.
Clean house. No clean house.
There
No.
are some things that are of course, you know, instant, like, you know, that's not acceptable, but for the most part, like, we get pretty crazy in there, and it's just whatever. It's pretty lax atmosphere, I guess.
Word. I only have 40 people banned. You guys make that seem like a lot. Like,
I don't think I have that many. You know what, though? Actually, all my bans are probably off accounts because of the bullshit I have to deal with on a daily basis when I stream. But 40, yeah, that's a high number. But then again,
No,
I
I have more than that, but I have a lot of people that
Oh,
have
yeah.
come back and made multiple accounts, and like they just keep coming back and making, like, you know, like the one I said last time about clone whatever. I forgot what it was.
oh
Takes in
yes,
the ass or
yes,
something.
yes. I remember you telling me about that alt account, clone fan 84 takes it in the ass.
oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
something like that.
Oh god.
I think I banned. I think one of the funnier ones I banned was "Show Nips, Please." It was like, God damn it!
I think I was that during your raid or something, like, or was that during a raid? Show nips, please.
No.
No, you know what? No, because
It's
never
a
mind.
different
Because everyone,
scenario.
yeah, I feel like now that I'm thinking about this, because everyone literally asks that whenever there's a raid. Show us your show us your nipples. There's always one guy, or like 50,
Yeah.
like that Hutch raid. Oh, that was something else. I was there for that.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that. That's shenanigans, man. What
Just
the
like, oh,
hell?
man. I wouldn't know how to deal with that.
Honestly, it's like I was trying to remember how to deal with that, and I think I handled it fairly well.
You did, man. You did. I agree. You did well.
As best as I could, at least. But let's see.
Do you know who he is yet? Did you find out who he was?
Yeah, I know he's a YouTuber, and I honestly don't know much aside from that. And
So I'm just curious, like, why did he raid you? Like, was he just like, check this guy out?
He was playing Bioshock Infinite.
Oh,
and
okay.
He wanted to raid another Bioshock player. That was it.
Yeah, he's got quite the, that was quite a raid there.
audience. Yeah, got
Yeah,
quite the
that's-
viewers. Yeah.
And the idea was nice.
Yeah. So some of the people were good, and then some of the people.
Did you proceed to talk shit about the game to all the in front of all the thousands of Bioshock fans? I think Clone said you had like 2,000 people in your channel. Or
There was a lot of
what exactly
people. It was
happened?
insane.
I do what I want, and yes, and yes. Oh.
I know, sorry, stupid
look,
question.
Clone's like-
Obviously.
Clone's like, you got raided by him, so sorry.
Oh, is he
I guess
not
he's
a
familiar.
nice person?
It's
he-
probably the community, right?
Yeah,
Like,
seems like a pretty cool dude. His community, yeah.
it's like if you were to just go into like the biggest Twitch stream and like what you'd expect. You know what I mean? Like if you were going on like this massive 17,000 viewer Twitch stream, you'd go in there and see that. Like, yes, that's what Jesse got rated by. That's what his chat looked like.
Yeah, it's funny because they were like, "Oh, he's a big YouTuber." I'm like, I don't care about YouTube. Like I was just with a
What?
blank face.
YouTube?
If I haven't heard of him, he ain't mean shit. Like,
I'm like, yeah, pretty much. I was going on, and I was just like, not giving a fuck.
my God. Well, I mean, hey, it was an experience. You know, you got rated by 3,000 people. Like,
Yeah. No.
although it was pretty salty overall.
No, actually, that wasn't the biggest raid I've had.
You get damn.
Yeah.
You get rated all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, Cryotic and them Spoon rated my channel with Jesse Cox. I had like 1,200 people on my channel at one time.
Oh my
that shit was
goodness.
nuts. That's where I learned to deal with shit.
Yeah.
But
They're just so rambunctious.
Enough about me and that shit that happened. What about you guys? I believe you guys got a question and topic about you guys. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I pick Stinky Pete to go.
All
Stinky
right,
Pete.
let's see here. Well, one of the questions that I had was, how important do you guys feel that it is to have an overlay and or a custom / on-screen chat like Jesse has done and made so many awesome different ones, and also like be right back / starting
Don't ask
soon
me.
screen?
Don't ask me. I think it depends. Like, as far as custom chat, completely optional. I think it looks prettier, and I like shit looking pretty. But as far as overlays, I think it depends on the situation. I've played around like with a lot of different overlays doing my channel, and let's see, for the podcast, obviously, I wanted an overlay that's separated my podcast from any other podcast. For my gameplay, if it's a 9/16 8 HD game, I actually opted out of not doing an overlay, and it's very helpful when I have a green screen and all that, and I don't cut into the game as much. But you know, if as far as like a retro game, I don't know. Like I feel like there's different overlays for different situations. And I've even played around with the fact that a 2D game that uses the whole screen, like as the the image, like a 3D game, it's mostly going to be focused in the center. That's why I expand it out as much as I can. And then I just set my camera on top with the chat on top of as well. But as far as a 2D game, it actually might be better to have an overlay, because you can see all edges of the corners and all the obstacles afoot and all that. But at the same time, overlay I don't think is all that important. It's nice. It's good if you can get it looking good, but if you do a bad overlay, it's bad. Like that's gonna be my take on it. Is that if it's execution. Like if you put up crap like there, it's gonna make it look worse than if you had no overlay whatsoever, in my opinion. Compared to if you put something that looks nice and makes it nice and presentable, then it's going to help it out significantly. But it's merely preference. I've enjoyed streams with and without overlays. But, mostly I enjoy the caster themselves, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
What about you, Suda?
What I feel about that is, like, I've been kind of... I don't know if it's like a bitterness because people are better at it than I am. So I never really had an overlay. So maybe I'm just trying to find some reason not to like the whole idea of it. Like, oh man, overlays, they suck because I can't do them. But I think that with the whole, just the direction that Twitch is moving in general, I think it's probably important to have one. Especially, like I was having a conversation with my friend about this, and like I was kind of against it, and she brought up a valid point about like, people are trying to do this for a living. Like people are they're trying to make something of themselves, and that gives a sense of professionalism, when they do overlays, and it leaves an impression. I don't have an overlay. I'm a minimalist, like I would rather, like, if I have anything, it's going to be simple, it's going to be within probably my technical abilities, like, because again, if I make an overlay, I'm going to be one of those guys. It's going to look like shit. Like I'm going to be one of, did you ever see that Twitch bad overlays, the Twitter page? You see that? Any of you?
Yeah, I have.
No.
Yeah, so like, I wouldn't want to be on that. So
been a while since I've seen that.
I'd probably be on there, but yeah, it's a mixed thing for me. Like I think it's it's again, people are trying to do it for a living, so I could see where they're trying to, like, it gives them an angle, like, or at least it gives the illusion of an angle where they think that if you have one of those, it makes you look together and but again, you have to deliver content too. You can't just rely solely on an overlay, I think. But again, not to kiss ass, but Jesse has a good thing going on with his overlays. People get carried away.
Guys,
they do.
Kissing my ass.
Yeah, right.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh, Jesse. Let's just.
God damn it. Well, I don't know. It's up in the air for me. But what about you, Bunny?
As far as overlays, me personally, I don't really use them. Because of laziness mostly. I think if you do have an overlay, it should be simplistic. I don't think it should detract from the gameplay, and the person are going to be the most important things on the stream. And you can't save your stream with an overlay or pretty graphics. You can enhance it, but I don't think they're necessary. If the game doesn't take up the whole screen, then you need to have something. I think the black space around just kind of looks kind of meh.
Yeah. But
I don't think it should be like too much like flashy lights and words going everywhere, and to where it's just completely obstructing. Same thing with like a chat. I think having chat on the screen is really useful as long as it's not too obstructive. Just last night I was watching I came into a stream and I said hi, and they had their chat up on the screen. My message didn't even go through to him. and I wouldn't have known that if the chat had not have been up there.
Yeah,
So.
that's personally why the only reason I have the chat up on my screen is to show people the delay and show people if their messages are coming through. It's more of a functionality thing. Now, as far as like whether it needs to be a custom chat or not, that's just entirely up to you. It's just how much effort you want to put into it, quite honestly. And just so you guys know, if you guys are wanting to do your own custom chat, I have a tutorial.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. How to customize everything in OBS.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I might hit that up. I'm curious.
It's a pretty cool tutorial.
Yeah, so, but yeah, in all seriousness though, if you guys are needing help with that, just hit me up, like, because there's, as much as that video's an hour long, there's still more shit that I could have gone over. Like, I crammed as much as I could, and then I learned a little bit after that as well. You know,
How short can a video that entails everything be, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
It says how to customize everything. Like, I can't imagine that being a 15-minute video.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, though, like I'm kind of with Bunny on the simplistic look, honestly, because I've played around with different layovers, and it just, I don't know. One, when I would do layovers, like the only one I do for a layover for is my retro games, because like Bunny said, the black bars on the side look atrocious, and you could do something else with that. And
I'm guilty of that in the past, so.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We all learned. But, and then for my 9/16, I don't know, I'm going back to like my more simplistic look. Like, if anything, I like will change the on-screen chat to match the font of the game, and that's it. But you know, other than that, I'm just going with more simplistic. I have my watermark, my webcam, my chat, and the game. That's it. That's all I want. Like, when there's too much crap going on a stream, or it just seems displaced, like, at a certain point, I think, you know, I know there's people who do donation goals on their stream, and then it just looks tacky when they put it in, or when people have a bad overlay. I was going, like, I mean, honestly, I don't mind it, but if it just doesn't look like it's placed right or something like that. Like, I just hate when things aren't placed right, you know? That sounds really odd, that people can mess up, like, putting where their webcam is or something like that. They put their webcam, like, I know somebody who was playing Mario Kart, and they put their webcam right over where they placed, and I'm like, really? Like, I don't know what place you're in, you idiot.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times.
Or I don't know what item you got, or something. Like, just make sure your webcam's not in the damn way of the game.
Seriously.
And for people without green screens, you can actually put your webcam like almost anywhere that's out of the way of the information of the game. Just be aware of that.
I gotta write this shit down because I ain't got a green screen.
Yeah.
Jesse, where should I put my webcam?
I mean,
help me out here.
You can do it in the
Right in the middle. Just.
There you go.
I've done that before, actually.
80% camera, 80% cam, 20% game.
Yeah.
That only works if you're a girl who shows cleavage.
I don't have cleavage.
So Bunny's got
said it.
80% cam, 20% game.
No.
This is what I'm hearing here, right? Everybody go check out Bunny Tales. Oh.
God. That's a plug and a half right there. Right.
Oh shit.
I think the overlay should also be like leave the game as large as possible, because some people don't have the largest monitors, and already or like if they're watching on mobile or something like that, the game is already like the screen is already tiny, and then the game is like even tinier because of the overlay. Like, my second monitor is really small. And so if I'm playing a game over here and I'm trying to watch a stream over here, and then they have this overlay that takes up like 40% of the gameplay, then it's kind of like, I can't really see it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like overlays. Honestly, I'm not against them. I personally am opting out of them for 9/16 widescreen games. But if you do them, I swear to God, just do them right. Don't. And if you don't know if you're doing it right, send it to me, and I'll tell you it sucks, and then I'll tell you to fix it.
Expert He has a PhD in that shit.
I'm really OCD, honestly. Like, I've actually designed overlays for other people. Like Pew Gemini, one of my favorite broadcasters right now. I've actually redesigned his overlay, and he took my idea and he started doing his own thing, and it just looks great. But like, I will tell them if it looks like crap. Like, personally, I don't know. It's just, it can really hurt a stream if you do it wrong, but it can really help a stream if you do it right. And one more thing with the overlay. I swear to God, if you do an overlay, I would highly recommend that you make sure, because to me, half the purpose of an overlay is to make sure nothing covers up the game. Like, nothing is cutting into the game in any shape or form. Chat, webcam, or I can understand maybe webcam if you got a green screen, but honestly, I see people who still got things covering up or cutting into their gameplay, and they got an overlay. I'm like, you just went out of your way to create an overlay that still covers part of the game. Like, I don't know, I don't get it.
Yeah,
there are some bad ones, but we can enjoy them mutually. We can enjoy them in the way they're not meant to be enjoyed. Ironically.
Fun fact, I was actually going to raid somebody because I wanted to try the whole, hey, I'm playing Mario Kart, this person's playing Mario Kart, I'm going to raid this person. I was going to raid them. I clicked on their stream, I saw this god-awful overlay, I was like, we're not going there. we're not going there.
Way to judge a book by its cover.
Hell yeah, I am. I don't give a shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of
What
the same way that I've felt on the whole issue. I don't use overlays. I haven't. I mean, I would be okay with doing something if it was minimalistic and didn't really take away from the game or the stream, just kind of enhanced it a little bit, made it look a little better. But overall, I think less is more in that situation. Because like you said, Jesse, I've done the same thing. There's been somebody that I came into a chat and was self-promoting, but he was kind of being allowed to, and I went and looked at his page, and it literally had every piece of clip art and thing you can pull off Google Images that is related to video games just cluttered all around his screen, and it just looked terrible. So I think going overboard like that really takes away from the stream, and personally, and as soon as I saw that, it just was like, oh, well, no, I don't want anything to do with this person's page because it looks terrible and it's an eyesore.
I mean, it's funny that Bunny was like, judge a book by your cover, but by a cover, but have you ever done that, Bunny? You just looked at the stream, you're just like, nope. Like, in all seriousness, I've done that plenty of times.
I can't think of any specific, but I probably have. There was one time when they had these animated GIFs, 2 or 3 of them going on, and it was really distracting. My eyes kept wandering over to this weird movement on the side of the screen, and it's I couldn't even really concentrate on what was going on anywhere else.
Just all you have to say is GIFs. If GIFs are in overlays, for the most part, they're just why. Did you ever see the dancing Snoop Dogg and they're just
yeah.
Dude, why?
Your eyes are supposed the purpose of an overlay is supposed to be dragging your attention more to the game, and then you put GIFs on there of the stupid shit that just takes away from that. You're just it's not a good idea in my opinion. I actually totally forgot about that. I know some people have GIFs, and they're probably going to hate me, but it needed to be said, damn it. Thank you for bringing that up. Nico, by the way, I'm sorry. I keep calling you Pseudofed, and I'm like, shit.
It's alright, I don't care. It's alright. It'll establish who I am.
But anyways, let's see. Other than that, Bunny, you haven't gone yet. What you got for us tonight, girl?
Yeah.
Well,
said it
sir. I went into a stream the other night, one of my favorite streamers, and he asked me a question because he was thinking about it himself, and so I'm kind of stealing it from him for my question. But he asked if I thought that because it's kind of going back to what I said earlier about the foul language and whatever. He was wondering if the amount of curse words that he uses on his channel scares people away, or if I thought that maybe like for myself as well, like do people just kind of like click on our channels and be like, this is like kind of, you know, too much for me, and just kind of leave. And just to broaden that out, for my question, are there any habits or styles about your commentating style that you feel like might be just kind of your view, kind of like pushing people away, like new viewers, like maybe excessive cussing, excessive like rage, or like sass, or assholery? Not to
Shit,
point
that's a
any
good
fingers,
question.
but
That's
That
a good
is
question,
a
Bonnie.
really good question.
That is a good
like,
question.
did you ever think like, you know what, maybe I should stop or kind of tone this certain thing down, or but it's just kind of like how you are.
Yeah. Can I take this one?
Feel free
All
to.
Go
right.
ahead.
All right. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Get hyped.
No, it's funny.
In fact, I want to go last,
last.
personally.
I think like that's just funny because it's something I was like literally just like contemplating. Is like I feel like sometimes I lay it on a little too thick with the cursing, you know what I mean, and it might seem a little ingenuine, you know, but I think it's so, again, with the half the games that are being streamed on here are like mature content and everything. So if it's a tough, like, it's a great, I don't even know like what category to put this in, but like you're watching these games, like, and a lot of the games like I stream, most people, I think they're like either violent or they already have a lot of curse words in them. So like I don't, like, I would be surprised if people were offended by your cursing, you know, but I could see where it would come off as a little ingenuine, because sometimes I do lay it on a little too thick, you know. I kind of zone out a little bit, and it's not, you kind of lose substance a little bit, you know. You kind of just start rambling and laying out. I have nothing against curses, I really don't. I think it's human, you know. I think it's human, and just doing it too much, it takes away from actual substance, you know. I zone out a lot. I can't walk and chew gum. If I'm playing a game, I can't. I'm surprised I could even commentate when I'm playing a game. But I don't know. Yeah, that's how I feel about that one there.
Okay.
Can I pass the torch?
Yeah, I'll take it. I kind of agree with you on that. To the point where I mark my stream as mature, so I expect people that come in to be a mature audience. And like you said, a lot of the games that we play these days are violent. They do have swearing in them. They have adult content. So I try not to go overboard with it, but at the same time, I don't really give it too much thought, because it's not like I'm swearing every other word. Sure, if I get a little salty or something, I'll swear more than normal, but overall, I feel like I can put out a good commentary and not have to swear every other word, so I don't feel like I'm really driving people away with that. At the same time, there's been a couple drunk streams where I probably had one too many on camera, so that might have deterred somebody along the way. But I mean, we're all human, and again, it's a mature stream, so it's not something that I'm super worried about. I mean, it's not something that I do every time I go on cam or anything by any means. But yeah, I don't really, you know, I understand that people come by and they want to hang out and have a good time, so I'm not gonna have a PG cast in the first place, but I try not to go too overboard with it, to not be just somebody who drinks and swears and rages the whole time either, you know what I mean? Maybe.
God damn it.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know if that answered your question, but that was my answer.
Bunny, did you already answer your own question, or
No,
I'm
not yet.
I'm trying to go last.
You can go last. Let me see here. Personally, as far as the verbal language, my stream is also 18 plus, so people should know what they're getting into when they click on a stream like that. The one thing that I'm wondering, like, if I need to kind of tone out a bit for myself, is the way that that my chat is very trolly, and we kind of mess with each other a lot. Like, my viewers mess with me, and I mess with them. And sometimes, like, when a new viewer comes, I kind of forget that they're a new viewer, and I'll say something that you don't really say to someone that you don't know. I've actually made at least one of my mods angry. I'm not saying any names, Clone Fronter 4.
Fuck that guy.
Well, Bunny,
I legitimately had him angry on one of my streams because I was like, fuck you, and I was kidding, but he took it the wrong way, and I think I do that a lot with newer viewers as well, and I wonder if people are just like, man, this person's like a real bitch, and they just like leave.
That's what I've been telling people all the time. No.
I think, Bunny, if you have fun doing it though, like, is that's your interaction with your viewers? Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
that's how you guys do things,
You guys
and
are
that's
all assholes. Fuck off.
that's how you guys have fun. So, like, if I feel like if someone gets that, they'll stay. You know what I mean? But if someone gets that, like, you shouldn't have to spell it out to them. You know what I mean? Especially since it's your voice. You're not typing to people. You can read that sarcasm. You know what I mean? Like, there's a conviction behind it. You know? So, I don't know. Maybe that's me saying that don't work on that. Just keep being sarcastic, and your community will enjoy that. Like, you'll get more people like that, and you won't get people who are too sensitive, or like, because you don't want to, like, if that's who you are, you don't want to roll over to the people who are sensitive, and because that's not your community. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, like, from what you're telling me, those are the people that's the base of your channel, or like, you guys troll each other, you guys have a sense of humor, you joke around with each other. You don't want to be like, oh, hey, how you doing today? I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. You know, like, you don't need, like, just, no, like, you're good, I think. I haven't watched it yet. I'll check you out. I'll follow all you guys after this, but if that's what you enjoy, do it. That's the whole point of this, is to enjoy it. You don't need to roll over to fit anybody's expectations or anything like that. I know I sound like a teenage rebel saying stuff like this, but that's how I feel, you know?
Alright. So, I guess that leaves me, and last but not least,
Take it away.
ladies and gentlemen, I want a little chat participation. Let me know if I'm fucking up, like, in my commentary or anything like that. If I curse too much, let me know if you're offended, because I'll ban you right now. And we'll just get that out of the way. No, in all seriousness, I don't know. I feel like at certain points where there's points like where maybe my mentality is broken down because of the game. Bashi being a good fucking example, where I just spelt nothing but curse words because I just can't think and I can't wrap my head around things at a certain point. But like, no, it's I feel there has been times where it's just like I always am one of those people. Thank you for the follow, Wildman. I've always, like, what I want to bring to my stream nowadays is more, I guess, not even so much sophisticated conversation, but intelligible conversation. Not in like because I feel like I've cursed like way too much to where like it was like every other word, and you know, I mean, mind you, it's one of those things. It just kind of happens every once in a while for me. And even somebody says they're gonna leave chat, and you know, I'm like, you know, whatever, do what you want. If you want to, you know, I understand this is not for everybody, and it's a mature stream. It's gonna happen. And sometimes the game gets me salty and frustrates me to where I'm dying on the same part over and over and over again. It's Bashi time. It's Bashi time. It's Bashi time. But no, in all seriousness, I do have that fear where I feel like I've cursed too much, and it's taken over my commentary to where it just doesn't sound professional at a certain point. But I feel like if you have the right mix, like, of unprofessional and you know, like, right mix of unprofessional and professionalism. Just don't overuse the curse words to where they have no meaning. And I feel like I've done that before, to where I was like, man, I would have listened to me do all this shit. Personally, I don't know, like, that's how I feel about it. I've done it way too much, and I'm trying to expand and get away from those words a little bit, but not out of character, because I do curse. That's just the thing that happens. You know, I'd like to talk like I can on the podcast, except I'm generally salty when playing games. That just, I don't know, seems to be a problem. And and also, if your viewers don't like it, you'll get ones who do. Quite honestly, there's
absolutely.
That's kind of one of the things. Like, you know, your stream may change, your commentary may change, and if they don't like it, they don't have to be there, and they can come back. Fuck you too, Reaper. Let's see. But they can, you know, they can come back, or they can simply leave. It's actually quite as simple as that. Unfortunately, and you know, I understand. You know, my stream's not the. What's your favorite curse word, Jesse? Shut up, bitch. I mean, love you, Sapphire. See, I have so much love for my community that I have no other way to talk to them at a certain point.
Sapphire, there's a link to post your questions, man. Click on it.
But aside from that. Guys, we do have enough time to go into round 2 of topics. If you guys have another topic do you like to bring up, or I'll bring up my own topic.
Go ahead, Jesse. Let's hear what you got for us.
Okay.
Sure, actually, tell you what, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Sure, no problem. Do what you gotta do. Okay, so it's actually been brought up in this chat earlier today. And guys, I want to thank you all, and I love you all. For, like, I just hit 2,000 follows, and I wanted to thank you all and throw that out there. Now, one of the things is like, I have this weird thing, because I feel like I'm probably in the minority as far as everything's concerned. I feel weird that, you know, people are like, when's your 2,000 followers celebration, or, you know, like, and things like that, and I have this weird thing. I'm like, I don't necessarily think the quantity of follows. I don't want to celebrate the quantity of follows. I am very strict about the quality of my chat and the quality of awesome viewers I have, the quality of pain in the asses I have in my chat. I mean, awesome viewers. Again. But, you know, it's just like, how do you guys feel about, like, follower celebrations and things like that? Like, I don't want to come off as unappreciative, mind you, but I'm very, very, I don't know, I feel weird putting numbers on things, you know?
Absolutely, dude. I gotcha.
And, you know, everybody wants me to put a number on things, and everybody wants me to put, they're like, hey, what are you doing for 2,000 follower celebration? And, you know, I'm like, if I'm going to do a 24-hour stream, I'll do it on my own terms. It's not even going to be about that. I don't know. So, I mean, am I the odd one out here who is like, I don't want to celebrate quantities? I don't know.
No, man, because you care about your community, dude. Like, it's not like you're not painfully trying to monetize your stream. Like, and when you could tell when people are doing that because they're celebrating, giveaway at 500 followers, like, and nothing against those people, you know what I mean? But again, you are trying, I shouldn't even say trying, but you care more about your community than you do about your own personal gain over, you know? Because there's a lot of experience and a lot, like, of substance. Just there's so much to share between, like, the people you could meet on here. I've met some awesome fucking people on Twitch, you know? And again, that's, like, me not trying to be over dramatic. I'm dead serious. And there's great people on here, you know? And it shouldn't always have to be a dollar sign, you know? So I agree with you on that, man. We're on the same page. Definitely on the same page with that.
What about you, Bunny? Have you done any follow celebrations, or how do you feel about follow celebrations or anything like that?
I don't think it's necessary. Of course, you can schedule your stream in any way that you want, and I don't think anybody should feel obligated to do anything that they don't want to do. I think what's kind of cool about the celebration streams, as long as it's not like too overdone, like 100 followers, 150 followers, 200 followers, 250 followers, you know, etc., etc. But I think, you know, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, those are kind of really big landmarks, and it's not something that you do by yourself, and you're not the only person who might be excited about it. I think your longtime viewers and your community, like, it's something to get pumped up about. Everybody can come and celebrate together. They helped you get there, kind of thing, and there's a lot of your, you know, not just you personally, Jesse, I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything, but
No, you're trying.
Our
Go for it.
Our really not. But I think as streamers, our viewers, you know, get excited about that kind of thing. They like watching the channel grow, and you know, if that's something that anybody wants to do, I think it's a good thing to do. You know, if you want to. If you don't want to, then you don't have to.
Word. Yeah, no.
I got you.
Yeah, okay. You got that taken care of, Suda.
Yeah. He's one of my guys. I'm sorry. I know, like, I know when he needs to, like, he's like, I give him a little bit of leeway. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, all right. It's like he's just gonna say one thing and stop. Like, okay. I like the guy, but it's just, I know this isn't the place. Like, so I'm just.
I was about to say, he hasn't heard how quick I am to throw down the band hammer.
Yeah. So I just.
Oh. Anyways, sorry for the misclicks, Phoenix. But so yeah, I understand. Like, my viewers are probably excited for me to do, you know, like, to do something about it. I totally understand it, and they want to sell it. I want to do something that's like, I don't know. I feel weird, like, because it's just, I don't know. I am very, 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 I don't know, methodical, just like quality over quantity type deal. Like,
you know, I thought, like, you don't have to make it like a you could do it I think, like, you do it for them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like, we hit this milestone. Let me do something for you guys. Like, do a stream, but you don't have to do it necessarily to be like, let's get to this point. But, like, when you hit a certain point, you could just, like, celebrate it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I met all these people. You know, so you could do it for them instead of just being like, oh, like, I want 2,000 followers, like, road to 2,000, you know? Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah, that's always, like, road to this many followers, and, like, I've never been a big fan of that. Like, you know, I'm trying to reach for follows or anything like that, you know? It's, and you know, the worst part is that I don't want to be like, man, your follows unappreciated or anything like that, but it's like, you know, it's just, I don't, I'm just more, maybe I'm just not a big party person. I don't even like my own birthday.
just go away.
Just leave me alone, please. Why do you keep following? Damn it. Fuck.
Road to 0 follows.
Road to 0 follows.
Everybody leave.
I could accomplish that road.
That would be an accomplishment.
That'd be intense.
Have everybody start at like 1,000, try to have everybody unfollow.
Okay, hope we go on the road for 20 follows. God, dude. I think the quantity of follows doesn't matter. It matters if your followers keep coming back. You know, if like I've said, is 6,000 followers and only 1,000 followers keep coming back. It doesn't have to be every night either. This means they like that said streamer. And God, that is a wall of text and a bunch of numbers.
What is that? Oh my God! Yeah, you have to have him on the podcast. He's got a lot to say.
Risky's one of my longtime followers, and I am greatly appreciated. Yeah, no, like Ballad Balance, I can name like mostly everybody here who's been very long-time followers and very awesome viewers coming to hang out with me every time I stream. When they can, and you know, it just is a great feeling that you guys come back day in, day out, and you know, that's like I honestly I think I need to find more ways to celebrate with you guys, you know, who are there in the present rather than celebrating the 2,000 followers who, you know, like 10% are like only 10% ever show up, you know. So it's one of those things. I remember. What about you, Stinky Pete? What about follows and whatnot? Like, how do you feel about follower account celebrations and as such?
I feel like that sometimes it's justified. Like, if you hit a big number, say 1,000 follows or something, and you want to do something special for a cast, then by all means you should do that. You know, get your community involved, do like a multiplayer stream or a 24-hour stream or a giveaway or whatever, if that's what you want to do. I think, you know, that's awesome to kind of give back to your community a little bit. But at the same time, I think it's a little ridiculous when people have that road to 250, road to 300, road to 450, you know, and it constantly feels like they're just trying to reach for follows, as far as, you know, when somebody doesn't, you know, when they come and follow once and they never come back, is that really worth it? Or would you rather have somebody show up that is actually going to come back and enjoy your streams and have a lower follower count, but actually have more of an active chat, you know? So that's kind of how I feel on that.
Yeah, and another thing is that I don't want to be like, oh, like, I don't want my stream title to be like 2,000 followers and like be that bragging or anything, you know? Like, I'm like, you know, I don't know. Like, it particularly pertains to me because I don't give a shit what people think. And I don't want, you know, like, to be like, I don't like people to think that I care about numbers at a certain point, but at the same time, I honestly don't care about numbers. Like, everybody, like I love that you guys are I appreciate the thank yous. Oh, could top on 2,000 followers and all that, but it's like, it's just a number. You guys are here, and that's what matters to me, you know, personally.
Yeah.
But like, it feels weird and kind of advertising. Oh, I hit 2,000 follows, guys. Check me out.
Dude, seriously.
What? Yeah, okay, maybe not that much, but you know.
Nope.
But
My eyebrow's getting a little bushy.
what?
Not me. Don't worry. You're fine.
Okay.
Well groomed
I
over
was
there.
about to say.
Yeah.
No. I actually don't mess with my eyebrows. Stinky Pete, you got another topic for us, or who Nico, who wants to bring up another topic?
I actually think I had a couple of things to say about the whole like follower situation.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
You know, number of followers. I think, well, actually, I'm definitely. I think I probably never left my teenage years with the whole like rebellious fight the power thing. You know, I'm just like, you know, no, like, no money, no corporate. You know what I mean? Like none of that stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with like making money off it, but again, like it's just, I don't know. It's great to grow. I don't know. It's great to grow a community, and I think you get like I feel like when you just like plant that seed and you grow your channel that way, or like road to this many followers, you just end up with like this generic like every other Twitch stream kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you don't meet those unique people. It's just like what sets you apart from everybody else in that matter. You know what I mean? Like are you really like, why would people be attracted to a stream like that to begin with? Like where it's like this person is obviously just focused on growth, like blatantly, you know, and it's not, I don't want to say it's like stop it, Luke. I'm not a hipster, okay? I'm not a hipster, all right? I have like, there's a fine line there, all right? Not over the line of hipster yet.
You got a
close.
sword, feel free to hit.
No, he's cool. He's good. He's not. Yeah, he's all right.
Fucking hipster.
Yeah. All right, fine. You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Anyways, fucking Fucking wow, that killed the conversation. He's so done. Anyways, Stinky Pete.
Do you not have Jesse? Do you not have like email verification to chat? Like, do you have that set up? Because
I do.
Okay, because that has to. Super Kush Smoker 420. I know that's Squiddy. I know, I know that's him. That's Corn Hubs. Again, he makes accounts and he comes back in. Super Kush Smoker. Is that really all you can think of, Squiddy? Super Kush Smoker?
God.
Like, that was the best. Yeah. Move on. Because I'm gonna get made fun of for being a hipster.
Would never.
So, I got another topic. It's not really related to streaming, but kind of gaming in general.
Sure.
Have you guys ever been to a PAX or a gaming convention? And if yes, how did you enjoy it? And if not, do you ever plan on going to one?
I have not. And what's that sigh, Bunny?
I've never been to one, and every time I'm on a podcast, they always ask a question about this stuff, and I never have an answer because I've never been, and I want to go. It just makes me sad, Pete. You make me sad.
Whoa, shit.
She's passionate about that. She wants to go.
I want to go.
I haven't been to one either, but I'm planning on going to Prime in August, and it's not that far away from you either, so you have an opportunity
it's not.
to go.
But, yeah. So, I personally haven't been either, and honestly, if I can, I will. But as of right now, monetary funds and, looking into situations of planning and all that, the cards have not aligned lately. Especially between me moving around and being in between jobs and whatnot. And now I've just got a job, so hopefully I'll be able to save up and get that going. I'm not, I don't know about so much PAX, but I do. Jesse should go to PAX to sit and send pictures to Buddy. Oh, that'd be mean.
That would be mean.
That would be mean. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Look at me, having fun with everybody.
Suck it, Bunny.
Yeah.
I'm here next to Smoke-a-Loke and you're not.
If you don't make it to PAX, I'm totally going to do that.
You know my weakness, Jesse.
Damn right I do. You've talked about it.
Yeah, I was in a pretty humiliating place about a week ago where I literally had to ask what PAX was. That's how. Okay, before don't slay me, please. I don't want to get flamed for this. I was like, I had like an idea. I think maybe like that's just like maybe I'm a shitty gamer. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not good. Like I'm just a bad gamer. Like just like someone claims to be like, oh, like I love Green Day, and you're like, name a song by Green Day, and they're like, Wake Me Up When September, like they're just like a radio hit or something. Like that's me with gaming. I don't know if that was a really bad comparison or not. Do you see where I'm coming from with this? Scott does. He knows. Yeah. He knows what I'm saying. He knows what I'm saying. Like that's me. And like the fact that I didn't know what PAX was, like it would be sweet to go to one of those conventions, but like I was like, guys, what's PAX? Had no idea. It would be cool though. Like I think because I think it's there might be somewhere where like, gaming is getting really big, but I feel like there still might be this like slightly negative connotation with gaming where people are kind of like, you're kind of a nerd for playing games, which not that being a nerd is a bad thing, but I feel like there's maybe, I don't want to digress too much on this, but maybe socially there might be like a little bit of a negative connotation with being a gamer. People are like, oh, mom's basement, yeah. But
Yeah.
That's you. You play games. You live in mom's basement. Yeah, but I would definitely go to PAX. I feel like people would be probably more open-minded and accepting. Probably be a lot of weirdos. Not gonna lie, there'd probably be a lot of weirdos there. But I think it would be neat.
Everybody raise your hand.
Weirdo. Well, and then again, if you're a weirdo and you could be embraced in that like community, you're just like you're meeting people that are like you. They like what you like. What's better than that? That's what we all want. We want to be a part of something. So, I think it would be cool. to at least check one out. Even though right now I'm the same boat as you, Jesse. Like, the last place I'm gonna put my money right now is going to a PAX. You know, it's probably expensive.
See, it's funny because like the thing I'm going to be saving up my money and doing is I'm going to actually. I've met so many awesome people on Twitch that I'm actually dead serious about moving to like another state and living in a gamer house with them, and like being roommates with them and whatnot. And just it also gives me an excuse to get the hell out of Florida, which is hot as balls, by the way. But to me, that would be better than PAX for me. You know, PAX is great and all that, but like, you know, like I think PAX is at a certain point, if you're not going with a bunch of friends and a bunch of people you don't know and like at a certain degree, it would be kind of like a gamble of what your experience is going to be like. You know, it's going to be dependent on how, you interact with complete strangers compared to if you know somebody going to PAX like that. I think that's the biggest thing with me and PAX is that I definitely would never go alone. I'm also one of those weird people. I'm like, I can never watch a movie by myself. I can never like I don't know. There's just certain things I can't do by myself. I don't know. It's weird. I can't just. I don't have the attention span to watch a movie by myself.
Dude, but don't you think like just going like and like this might be like a little philosophical here, but like don't you think going to PAX by yourself would be like a little awakening, like just getting an experience like that where you don't have the comfort of somebody else to fall on, where you just have to live with yourself?
Oh,
you know, like,
fuck these people. I don't know them.
All right, took the win from my sails completely. I was like, Jesse, my son, like, embrace my ideals, and you're just like, nah, man, fuck that.
Fuck it.
All right.
I still got my rebellious teenage phase, is what you called it, right?
Yeah, I'm there still in some ways, more than one.
God damn
I'm
it.
still there.
Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I'm planning on going to PAX Prime, but I'm going with some friends, and I plan on meeting a bunch more people there, pretty much from the Twitch community that I know that are going to be there. Honestly, I'm more or less going for the connections and to meet cool people that I've watched their streams and have hung out with in their chats and whatnot. Sure, the convention itself is going to be cool, but I'm more or less going there to network and meet people. So, I think it's going to be fun in that aspect. I mean, if I were to just go by myself and not know anybody, I could understand how it'd be kind of like, maybe, and be kind of awkward, but I'm doing it for the opposite reason. I'm going there mostly to meet up with people, and the convention is almost kind of a second thought at that point.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you on that one, because, like, honestly, if you don't go there to meet somebody you've made a connection online, then I think it's just a waste of time, honestly, because that's generally what it is, and you want to meet the people who support your channel or people's channels who've done wonders for you, or you know, like whether you enjoy their stream or they just helped you, raid you, or helped you set up, or donated to you, or people you've donated to. You know, it's just a chance to connect on a physical level that you can't really get on Twitch. Like, there's so many people who donate and are awesome on my channel, and they, you know, donate, they view day in, day out. They're very loyal viewers. I love them all. I may not show it, but I do want to see them every once. You know, I would like to see them eventually. But what about, so Bunny, you have no intention of going PAX whatsoever? It's just not in the cards right now.
I would love to go, but I don't know when that's actually going to be able to be a reality.
You're going next PAX. Let's go. Let's do it, Bunny.
Let's go.
I'm so full of shit. Don't believe me.
You totally should, buddy.
Damn it.
Or else I'm just going to post pictures to your Twitter for the whole 4 days that I'm there, just to make you jealous.
You're a great friend, man.
Tag her in them. Make sure you tag her. Oh, take it easy, Cat.
In the spaces, and I'll tag it with Bunny. You should be here.
And I couldn't go alone either. If I did, I would probably find the first person that I remotely knew. I would follow them around like a puppy dog until they say, okay, you gotta go now. Like, you just need to leave.
Oh, so, Bunny, do you have a second topic for us, out of curiosity?
Kind of. Yeah, I do.
She's winging it.
Well, I had a little help on this one, but, was it last night or the night before, or yesterday I was streaming and a member of the Twitch staff came into my channel and was chatting and talking, and my question is, do you feel that you would or should act differently as a broadcaster, or conversely as a viewer, if someone from the Twitch staff was in the channel? Because I saw that person there, and I just kind of glossed over it, like, okay, they're here, but I'm not gonna, like, you know, be like, oh, Twitch staff, and then some of my viewers started talking to them, asking, like, you know, what do you do for Twitch, and this and that, and I'm just, like, kind of in the back of my mind, like, don't bother them, like, what, you know, like,
just let the man be. Oh yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah.
Don't poke him with a stick. Stop it.
I was there in chat, and I was just like, and I even asked him, I was like, how many times, like,
Oh, yeah.
how many questions do you ask until you get annoyed at all hell? And he's like, normally not many, but tonight I've had no sleep. I was like, damn, I feel bad for him.
Oh man, yeah, that's weird. Because I feel like if a Twitch moderator or something, and it's funny you bring that up because I literally just had, like 2 streams ago, I was playing Mass Effect, and a member or like this part of the support group of Better TTV was actually like they came into my channel, and like I even have stuff. You know how there's the log on Moobot where you could see like it tells you like system stuff. I don't want to get too technical, but he enabled these like weird like commands in the chat, like roulette and stuff like this, where you could do like weird stuff, and like if you put exclamation point roulette, it'll like it's like Russian roulette, like if either, you know, you survive or you don't, you know, like, but that's digressing a little bit. It is hard not to like look or like probably act like the Twitch moderators have 3 heads when you see them, because you don't see it every day. You know what I mean? So I feel like at least the viewers would get taken aback by it, and so would the streamer. They'd be like, "Oh man, like I have a Twitch moderator in here. Like, does this make me important?" You know, and like everyone's gonna have their questions and stuff. But I feel like it's just one of those odd things that people aren't. They're just probably, it's gonna throw them off a little bit. You know, they're probably gonna harass them with questions like, "Oh, you're a Twitch moderator." Like just how people like musicians and this and that. Like, "Oh, you play guitar? Yeah." You know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's what I got to say about that.
I haven't had a Twitch staff or admin in my chat, but I've had a person who was a better Twitch TV design team. They had like the little grayed out logo. I don't know if you ever seen that in chat, but you know, like honestly, I just treat them as the same. In fact, I think they were here last podcast, and you know, it's like, you know, they're just normal people just chilling and enjoying the stream. Don't treat them any differently. Like, I personally am all about that equality thing. I'm an equal opportunity asshole. So, with that said, it probably is not in my best interest to be an equal opportunity asshole. But, you know, like, in all seriousness, it's like Bunny said, you don't want to treat somebody like they're better than everybody else just because they're Twitch staff or Twitch admin. I feel at a certain point they're just there to enjoy the stream, and I believe that's what the staff member in Bunny's stream was saying. He's just like, I'd rather enjoy the stream and, you know, not even stream myself, right?
Just leave me alone.
Kind of, sorta. I don't know what exactly he said, Bunny.
Oh yeah, he said he tried streaming, but it's not for him. He'd rather just watch.
Yeah.
How about that?
I mean, you know, and he could probably be a great streamer just by, or have the connections at least, being a staff member, but, you know, it's just like he just enjoys watching the streams, and, you know, and everybody's pestering him. It's like, well, good job, guys.
Yeah, on that note, I haven't had a Twitch admin or staff in my channel, probably because I'm a little bit too small of a channel for them to give a shit about, but, I've been in a number of different channels, a couple that I frequent that they're there a few times a week actually, and also there's another person that I watch his streams that he is a Twitch admin himself. So I feel kind of a little bit more. I don't feel like I act really differently, but if I know that they're there, I won't be so much of a trolly asshole to the person, I guess. But I'm not usually that way in general. But if they're there, I feel like maybe I don't act a little differently, but I'll watch chat a little closer to just sit back and kind of get out the popcorn and watch when other people don't realize that they're there, and then get the insta bans, or I've seen them do the IP bans and stuff, not realizing that they're in the chat. So it's kind of funny to watch sometimes. But me personally, I don't really act much differently whether they're there or not, because like you said, they're just people, so there's no reason to treat them like, oh god, I need to ask this person about every in and out about Twitch and annoy the shit out of them, or, you know, I'm not much of a person that gets banned. If anything, I'll get a timeout from somebody for somebody that I know by fucking with them in their stream a little bit, but I actually have not gotten banned.
I've been there, Scott. I've been there. I feel like Scott's just a stoic dude.
I think Jesse's timed me out a couple of times because I came in and was giving him shit, but, you know.
I would never.
Yeah, maybe once or twice.
Scott, I know.
Actually wouldn't be surprised, but I legitimately don't remember. If anything, like I said, I'm an equal opportunity asshole.
Well, yeah, I know. I didn't say you were the only one who timed me out. Or I was the only one that you timed out, I mean.
Yeah, Andy, I asked him the same question, and he's asking you, where'd you get your name from, Pete? Like, how'd you get your Stinky Pete? It just happened. It just happened.
It was kind of a spur-in-the-moment thing. I needed to come up with a name, and it was to a different site other than Twitch that I wanted to remain fairly anonymous on. And after thinking about it for a couple minutes, Stinky Pete just popped in my head, and I was like, hey, that's actually a pretty good name.
Dude,
so,
it is. Stinky Pete's golden.
I went with it, and that was like 4 or 5 years ago, and now like 95% of my accounts are Stinky Pete, because that's what my internet handle is.
I need something. That's so I like that name. Mine's so serious. It's like Sudafed. Like,
dude,
you can't
my username sucks. That's why I go by Jesse.
It's like, oh man, retroactive J. What does that even mean? Okay.
I don't even know.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
I have people coming in my room asking me if I'm a meth head. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Sudafed? Like, what do you... Let's not go there. All right, we won't go there, but... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mine's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, Stinky Pete, I like that. It's playful.
All right.
Yep.
I tell you what, we got time for one more topic. Nico,
Really that... Oh, goodness. Look at that.
you got one more time. You got one more topic.
All right, I feel like this has been so lighthearted. I don't want to do anything crazy, but you know what? Oh,
It's
I
real
have so
talk.
many.
Lay
This
it
is
on
tough
us.
though, because I have a couple. I don't like. I feel like I didn't hit so many. All right, how do you guys feel? Jeez, there's so many. How do you guys feel about where the gaming industry is today? I know it's like, you know, we've talked a lot about the Twitch community. We have. But as far as like the whole AAA thing, the whole state of that, and like, do you feel like that's like destroying the integrity of overall gaming? And here's the teenage rebel in me again going like that. But I feel like there's more substance that we're finding in like indie games and stuff like that versus like these games that have massive budgets, and they're just generic. Like they're these like they're beautiful, they're like so cinematic, and they're just painfully generic. Like, what's one? I think, okay, everyone's like, all you have to do is look at the top trending games on Twitch. Maybe I'm a hater. That's all you have to do. And there's like, okay, hopefully none of you guys are a fan of Dying Light. No? Yes?
I haven't
Never
played it. I've
Haven't played
seen some people
I don't
stream
like
it.
it.
It looks
Okay,
okay,
thank you.
but I don't think I would pay $60 for it.
I've never played it, but I'm tired of the goddamn zombie craze. Please.
Dude, that's another thing. Yo, Jesse, I'm not even kidding. Right here. H1Z1 DayZ zombie craze. I have it written in my phone. Sick of it, dude. Sick of the zombie games. They all suck. Like, they need to stop. They need to stop. Like, it's just because of The Walking Dead? Like, everyone's like, zombies, money, like, cash signs. Like, it's just, dude, and they all, like, they're just, like, dude, H1Z1, and
H1Z1,
oh goodness,
DayZ,
and DayZ, yeah, they're terrible.
Dying Light, yeah.
Like, I just think like the whole choose your own adventure thing, it literally it drives me nuts. Like, I could see like with the whole Minecraft thing, but like it's like, here's a game, you just have stuff, like just do stuff, like you know, like just they play in this environment, and all right. All right, take it. One of you guys elaborate on that. I actually really have to go to the bathroom.
Fair enough.
I'll
Totally
chime
understand.
in on that real quick. I think there are some AAA games that I'm okay with these days, but overall, I think the whole releasing incomplete games for $60 or day one DLC, or the fact that a lot of the AAA games come out now and immediately they expect you to buy the season pass for another $30 to $40. So it turns it from a $60 game into a $100 game package, where, as you know, that should be content that is included in the game rather than being stripped out and sold over 6-month periods.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's been an argument that many people have had in the past, but honestly, I've had a lot more fun with indie games recently. I just recently got Crypt of the Necrodancer, and I know that's been out for a while, and it's still in a beta mode, or beta phase. It's technically still not 100% complete yet, but for $15, I've had more fun with that game than I've had with multiple AAA games. You know,
$60 on like it's just the same thing over and over again. Like,
yeah, and another one that I just picked up recently was Cities Skyline. I don't know if any of you guys have played that or seen it, but it is pretty much what SimCity 4 should have been without having to be, or SimCity 5, sorry, without having to be online, without having to deal with all the bullshit and servers, and it was only $30. I think it's amazing, personally.
Scott, you know what it is, man? It's like that. There's not all those hands in it. You know what I mean? Like all those like publishers involved and all that nonsense. Like where these people are forced to like change the integrity of something based on the investors. You know what I mean? Like, or people who just have their money like in these games.
Less
like,
DLC.
Dude, seriously, like things could just change on the fly. Like they could have this great product, things that could be really compelling, and there could just be this guy like, this has got to change. We think it should be like this. You need more tits. You need more dragons. You know,
you need
like
more
that.
zombies.
Cubs Rock. I will say that The Last of Us was such a great game. I'd hardly call it a zombie game, like because. Like, and I'm talking like your generic zombie game in general. Like, honestly, they do nothing new with the zombies. The the thing with Last of Us, it wasn't even like they did something new with the zombie-like creatures, and that's why I can appreciate Dead Space as well, is because they did something different. They did the necromorphs, the alien, zombie, and they made them different. I just feel like there's so many games that do zombies, and I feel like they just like, well, we got zombies, we don't need to do anything original with them, we'll just do zombies, and we're just going to... Whoops. God damn it.
Dude, are you sure you don't have that email thing enabled?
I swear, give me one... Yeah,
I'm sorry. I should have said
God
something before.
damn it.
Every
I missed like 5 times. I'm sorry, Cubs Rock.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck. no, I do have the email thing. Is there any mod in channel watching or able to ban
Right?
stupid accounts?
You need to send Cubs Rock like a little $5 voucher now. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Anyways, but god damn it.
I never got around to finishing The Last of Us. I really want to. It was great from everything that I've played, but yeah, I can agree that that wasn't the typical zombie survival game that a lot of these games coming out now are. It seems like that market has just got flooded, and it's the same idea with a different hat on it. I mean, it's the same. A lot of the... And I still kind of enjoy 7 Days to Die, but it's still in that same... There's so many in that category alone where it's survival, build things, zombies, you know? And it's just... The market's got so flooded with that it's enough. Yeah.
Way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, one of the things I will say is that there's actually a game I just put on my wish list that has zombies, and it's an indie game though. So, Deadlight. Have you guys heard of that?
I have heard of Deadlight, yes.
Familiar. I don't know what it is though exactly.
Jesse, I spent a lot of time browsing Steam. I've heard of Deadlight.
I can link it in. Let's see.
That is a great game. Deadlight is awesome.
Yeah, you could just look up Deadlight and I'll just spell in chat. It's all one word, but that is a zombie game. But the fact, basically, it's just the art style and the content you get with the game. And one of the other reasons why I really don't compare The Last of Us is because of the story. It just had a more compelling story. It didn't have this generic kill zombies and try to survive story. In fact, at a certain point with The Last of Us, you were killing just as many humans as you were zombies. Zombies weren't your only enemy for sure. And it just did so many things well on connecting to people on the human level. And so, actually, can you reiterate your topic for me? Just basically, you're saying you just get more content and out of the indie games nowadays compared to AAA titles? Is that one of them?
Actually, yeah, but it's funny because you just completely flipped my whole point over by bringing up The Last of Us because that was a AAA title.
I mean, it just happens.
I was just like, oh yeah, man, AAA games suck. You're like, The Last of Us was pretty good, and it is really good. It is actually really brilliant. But I feel like that the integrity from most mainstream games is starting to vanish. And it's kind of frustrating because you're going they hype these things up, and you spend money on this, and I just oh, it drives me nuts that people could actually they're sold by this. You know what I mean? I understand people like their things, but this is what they're being exposed to, and they're okay with it. There's so much more potential. Especially think about the whole concept of gaming in general. Think about how much it's grown, and think about what you could do with it, and think about what's actually being done with it. You know what I mean? It's been what It's such a young form of art. It's such a young just concept in general, and it literally think how many years ago we had Pac-Man that was insane, and now it's we have these insane, beautiful cinematic games, and I just don't think I think that especially the games with huge budgets aren't being put to their full potential. It's just this game's got really good graphics and you could shoot stuff, it's good, but there's just more what's a good one that I actually played that was really good? Did you guys ever hear of The Cat Lady?
The Cat Lady. Actually, I saw Andy playing that game, and I've been wanting to play it since. It's actually on my wish list because of him.
It's so simple. It's they're little cutouts, simple, they look like they're just cutouts of paper, and the character development in that game, it's so compelling. I'm not gonna give anything away in case anyone wants to get it, but the story is and not to be dramatic, but it's a beautiful story. It just starts off really dark, and it almost seems it might be a little exaggerated with how dark it is, how negative the character is, and what she's exposed to. But instead, we're getting fed this bullshit. That's just Like all the money and the marketing is behind these games that are just the same thing over and over again. Like a new Call of Duty's put out every year. This one's got jetpacks and explosions, like bigger explosions, and they look more real. Like I'm just.
I mean, that's the most I could take out of it is that there's good games. The price you pay for does not equal a good game for sure by any means.
But that's what's believed.
Like,
that's like the.
I don't know. I personally like to play games that I can connect to and on a personal level, like BioShock's. There's AAA titles that people like. Bunny's gonna hate me because I'm not feeling BioShock.
No, man. I didn't either. You're not alone.
I know. But, Bunny, what's your take on like games, the prices of them? How do you like indie games versus AAA games, and like just getting your bang for your buck and whatnot? What's up?
I didn't reiterate that for you very well. I'm sorry.
Honestly,
I just started talking again. I'm sorry. Just when you like spit that back to her, like I was just like, oh man, I didn't really reiterate anything, did I? Reiterate this for me, and I'm like, oh, let me talk some more. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bunny. I'm sorry, guys.
I have such a huge backlog of games older games that people have recommended to me that I don't really have the need to buy any of the new games that are coming out as they're coming out, but at the same time, personally, none of them really interest me, except Bloodborne, but let's not go there.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know.
So I can't say anything. Like, whatever.
Whatever.
We're not going there.
Dark
it does
Souls
look pretty interesting.
Oh.
But they don't have I pretty much agree with everything that you guys are saying while not really having the experience of playing these big AAA games. Just watching some of the gameplay of it, you kind of like they just like shoot them out, and what am I trying to say? Like the indie games, they have more like characters to them. They have like more, I don't know what it is, but like they just have more like
integrity,
more personality.
Yeah, I feel like
the people who create the games, the people who create the games, like it's their baby. They're trying to create a project that they love, that they would want to play, and I think that a lot of the AAA games probably they're just trying to make a profit.
Yeah, they're just trying to pump out cash cows like COD and these ones that they just keep putting numbers after. That
but it's working.
Game.
I mean, they're like, okay, we got a formula that worked. Let's slap a different skin on it and throw in a couple extra features. And
Seriously,
but
like what
they're so structured. That where indie games, I feel like the things I love about them is that I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna get out of them at a certain point. Yeah, and I think like I guess it's like you guys is like indie games are basically the infant stage of what could be even potentially a AAA title in the making. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere, and that's where indie developers are. Is that they're not big enough to be structured, but they're new enough to know that they got to stand out from everybody else in order to make it and give people a different experience. And personally, that's a lot of my favorite games are coming from the indie market because they do things
they're cranking it out.
Yeah, they do things differently, and that's what I need. I love variety in my game library. Yeah. And first-person shooters being pumped out left and right, ain't my thing.
Yeah. One thing I was going to say real quick, while we were on the whole zombie issue, one of the games that's not brand new, but it's in that genre that I absolutely loved was the Telltale Walking Dead series. And
dude, that was awesome. That was awesome.
The gameplay wasn't anything amazing. It was a point and click. I mean, there was nothing spectacular there, but the story was fucking great.
Seriously.
And along the same lines, I loved The Wolf Among Us, too. It was the same thing with just a different storyline, just point and click, nothing super exciting, but it was something that was I think it was 20 or 25 bucks for all 5 episodes, and it was absolutely amazing. I was kind of pissed that you had to wait 2 months in between every 4-hour episode, but at the same time, you know, it was great.
Scott, I was fortunate enough to actually buy that after everything came out. Never gave it a chance. I always thought for some reason it was just going to be crappy. I played it about maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, and I was blown away by it, dude. It's amazing. It's such a good game. And it's funny because it's such a basic concept. Like, it's not this extremely interactive experience. What it does is it pulls you in with story and character development and stuff. And, like, that's being resourceful, you know? Like, it's not all about, like, again, you got all this money being thrown around in games and people aren't being resourceful. They're like, let's just use all this money. That sunset has to look real. We need jiggle physics, you know?
Dude, whoa, don't cut out my jiggle physics. Bro.
Jesse's gotta have the jiggle fit.
Oh.
Anyways. Your favorite game is Dead or Alive.
Maybe. Actually, fun fact, did you know that on the newest edition on the PS4, if you shake the controller during the cutscenes, her boobs will jiggle?
Oh, God. Alright, that's the next.
How'd you find that out, Jesse? How'd you find that out?
I don't have a PS4, I was watching a stream. And they found out by accident, the chat caught it, they're like, you were shaking the boobs, man!
Alright, I guess I was on point with everything.
Thing in the background, or not Twitch, my Skype thing going off, because I don't want that to interrupt the stream.
Oh no, I don't hear anything. But anyways, guys, we're gonna take like a quick 5 to 10 minute break, real quick, and then we're gonna swap up and get ready for the Q&A. Give us 5 to 10 minutes, guys on the Skype call. If you could turn off your cams, and then whenever you're ready to come back, just turn it back on. And if you want to mute your mic for the chat not to hear, you can. Or if you want to talk to them, you can. I wouldn't want to talk to them.
Yeah, fuck them.
But basically, just turn off your cams. That way we don't exceed the Skype call limit. Also,
that's how you know we broke.
Don't judge me.
I'm broke too, Jess.
Guys, we only got 3 questions. You bastards. I mean,
wow, slackers in there.
I got questions.
We only got 3 fucking questions, guys. Feel free to fill out as much as you can. You know, fill out as many questions as you want. Wow, this is the lowest we've had. I hate you all.
I don't know if I should feel bad about that or not.
Yeah, are we
I was a part of this.
Don't want to ask us questions.
I feel partly responsible.
I've submitted questions. You submitted. You have?
Maybe it's down. We've had trouble with Twitch tonight.
Okay. Oh, oh, never mind. There's 11 questions.
Oh, Jesse, why do you gotta do that to us?
That's better than 3.
Better. We've had more.
Made my heart drop.
We've had more. Let's see.
Let's get more questions.
All the questions. Feel free to fill out as many questions as you guys like. Guys, here's the Google Docs form. If you guys want to take a look at the questions, see what's going on, whatnot.
Someone feel free to ask me what color underwear I'm wearing. I won't get shy or anything. That could be a question. I'm going to the bathroom.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the restroom as well. I'll be back. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, hi. I'm back. So how's chat doing tonight?
You want me to turn the video back on?
I mean, if you're ready.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you.
I'm still here.
Thanks for the warning.
He thought the coast was clear for a minute.
Damn it, I know. Left the
I
guard
didn't
down.
How do you see the questions? Only you could see them, Jesse? What do you have, like a...
He posted them in Skype.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a Skype. See that in Skype?
Oh! My bad.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's a Google Doc. You might have to
Wow.
refresh it, like, right about now.
Right about now.
Yeah, it may take a little while for, like, I'll see them as soon as they come in, and it'll take a little while for you guys. That's just a product because I have the open form, and you guys have the published form. And let me see if I can do speed up the process.
Dude, Cosmos has a good question. I just got really anxious reading it. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah? Alright, so guys, we're going to go ahead and swap back over. I believe we're all set. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going on to the Q&A portion. And let's see. So, I guess you wanted to start off with Cosmos questions
Yeah,
first?
that's a good question.
That is the first question, yeah.
I mean, well, honestly,
Oh.
you can pick and choose whichever ones are out of order, and basically pick whichever ones you like. You know, like if we get trolley ones, we're gonna skip over those or do whatever the hell we want. You know, just pick out whichever ones interest you the most. So
I think we can start with that one.
Cosmos, if you would like. Oh yeah, and feel free to just ask them, but I'll read this one out. If you like another streamer, is it alright to host and raid them even if they have a lot more viewers than you, and doing so is unlikely to bring in new people? Personally, I'm very, very picky about who I raid nowadays. I'd never raid a stream that I'm not familiar with, and they're not familiar with me. To me, I think at a certain point, it just depends on how familiar you guys are with each other. Like, if that big streamer is like, hey, this guy's been coming in chat and been hanging out in chat, then feel free to raid them. And like, if they know you, like, hey, and they acknowledge you and all that, and, you know, and they're like, hey, this guy's been here long, or this guy's been subbed here long, or this guy's been viewing the channel for so long. I think in my opinion, I think it just all depends on how comfortable you are with them, because you know, I have raided randomly, and I've been raided randomly, and always comes the question is like, is this person just trying to self-promote themselves? Thank you, Cuprox, for the follow, because, like, you don't want to come off that guy, oh, this guy's a big channel, and I'm going to raid them, and then they're going to plug my channel. Don't look at it that way. Just look at it, I want to support this person more than I already have been. You know, I've been following, and I've been, you know, doing this, that, and the other, donating, supporting, or subbing, whatever have you. Even just, like, following and chatting on the channel. Then you raid them. You know, that would be ideal, in my opinion. But, you know, that's just the way I think, personally. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I would say I feel the same way. I don't have a problem raiding a channel that's bigger than mine. But I have never raided a random person. If I'm going to do a raid or a host, it's somebody that I have on my follows list, that I've talked to in their chat. I've been there multiple times. I'm acquainted with them. They know who I am, and I know who they are. So even, say, if they've got, you know, 75, 100 people in their chat, and I come in with a 5-person raid, they look at it and they say, "Oh, hey, Stinky Pete, thanks for bringing 5 more people in. Thanks for the raid," and do a little raid response. And it's not like, "Oh, who is this random person dropping a small raid in my channel?" I do it to people that I'm established with and I feel like are friends in the community. So I have no problem doing it to doing a raid in a bigger channel as long as I feel like I know that person and I've been in their channel for a decent amount of time before I do that raid.
Word?
I'm kind of on. I can see where he's coming from with this question because I've never rated a really big channel or like hosted a really big channel because I feel like it would almost seem like a "hey, look at me" kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that's I was not that that's what it would mean, but I was always worried that like if I hosted someone like a really big channel, like I host friends that like have more viewers than I do. I don't think a thing of it. Like I don't expect any personal gain out of it. Like Jesse said, it's a support thing. You know what I mean? Like whatever's there, just show. I don't know. I feel like it's a nice gesture. It doesn't have to like. It's not gonna grow their channel. It's not gonna like. We've all been rated before, I'm sure. And it's not like our channel just blew up because of it. You know what I mean? We have raids. The biggest raid I had was like over 100 people, and I maybe got 1 regular out of it. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I got the 1, but that's just how it works. Like, but I see where you're coming from with that question. Like, I never rated like a really big channel because I just feel like Scott said, I would just rather do someone that I would rather raid and host somebody that I'm comfortable with and knows me, because I don't want it to look like I'm trying to get like their attention or just try to get like a cheap plug by hosting them, especially if they have those little host notifications that everyone has now, like, hey, you're getting hosted by like Stinky Pete, so
Damn you, Stinky Pete.
I mean personally
with the host and I get cursed out. I see how it is. You're not getting hosted anymore, Jesse.
All
right. Unhost the podcast.
What about you, buddy? How do you go about rating and
she's like, I don't do that shit. What are you talking about?
And
well, you can read the question.
I generally try to raid channels that are like you guys said, people that I'm familiar with. I know them and they know me. People that are my viewer count or lower, or kind of in the same like group of views. But sometimes like you want to raid somebody who's like bigger than you, because maybe they're like one of your favorite streamers, but maybe they have hundreds or even thousands of viewers, but you really want to say, hey guys, I want you guys to know about this streamer, and so let's go visit them today. I think if you're ever unsure, that I think it's really easy to just ask the streamer. There are a couple streamers that I found recently that are, just random streams that I went into because they were playing a game that I wanted to watch at the time. And after watching them for a while, I thought, this is a really cool person, and they stream like kind of the later time, like after when I'm ending my stream. So I asked them, how would you feel about getting a raid, in your channel? Do you like raids or do you not like them? And usually they say, yeah, raids, that's fine. All the views, extra support is great. And so I think even just if it's a bigger streamer than just a Twitch message, hey, I've been wanting to do this, so how would you feel about that? I think it's the best way to go about it.
Word.
One more point on that real quick is I don't really raid somebody to get exposure for myself. Pretty much the way I view it is I'm going to go offline and I'm going to introduce anybody in my chat that still wants to hang out on Twitch to somebody that I'm probably going to be watching for the next hour, 2 hours before I go to bed or do something else or whatever the case is. So if anything, it's more or less to introduce my chat to somebody new. I don't expect to get any follows out of it. Sure, that's a benefit to it, but if it's like I said, I only raid people that I've followed and I'm familiar with, so it's kind of like if I'm going to go over to this channel and hang out for a while, I might as well raid them and introduce my viewers to somebody that they've never seen before, and I feel like is going to entertain them.
Yeah, definitely. It should be all about, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's, at a certain point, it's like, if I raid somebody, and, like, I've raided people, and I feel like I've, one, gotten burnt by the response, like, they, in my opinion, weren't appreciative of the raid.
I've been there.
And also, personally, I wasn't, you know, like, when somebody comes and raid my channel, random or not, I'm like, I'll at least throw them a follow and, you know, tell my people to follow their people, like, you know, and that's just the type of guy I am. And, you know, whether or not it burns me or not, like, that's just the type of guy I am. I like to show love to the people who raid me. Now, that being said, if a random channel comes in and they raid me, and, you know, like, I'm gonna be like, hey, who's this guy? I'm gonna go check him out, like, and see whether or not I like him. I don't, now, at this point, I don't have to like you or not. I don't have to stay followed to you, but I'm at least gonna give you the shot. I will say that. Now,
That's how I came across you, Jesse, honestly. You actually rated my channel before I knew anything about you, because of Indy, I think. No, honestly.
Because of the
that's how I ended up following
podcast,
you.
if I remember right, or...
No, I just remember it, like, I was playing The Walking Dead, and I think that Andy may have said something to you or something, and I just got a random raid. I've never been in your channel before, like, and that's how I found I checked you out, and that's how I found out about you.
Yeah, I actually think that was one of the first podcast episodes where Andy was on. He recommended, you know, at the end of the podcast, we always recommend somebody to raid. Andy's to blame. I can't take credit for it, man. But
Still,
it's good fun.
a connection was made, you know. That's
Definitely.
good.
But I don't want to take credit for Andy's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sure
I
you
got you.
But you know, like, it's just one of those things. Is like, just be careful of who you rate. In fact, some of my favorite people I've rated before, and then I just don't like the response they're getting, and then it just, I don't know. Like, I will say that if you do go for a random stream, try to make it about your same size. If you can, they're more understanding and more down to, like, you know, more down to earth. Whereas higher, like, streamers higher up on the totem pole, unfortunately, are gonna be like, this guy, look at this bottom feeder trying to get off of my publicity, you know, at a certain point, and that can be somewhat irritating for them, you know. So, it just be careful. Like, just know the person you're rating, or don't know, you know, or go for a lower channel. Quite honestly. Let's see. I really like this question. Spiffs ask, why is Jesse so amazing? Guys, go. Why am I so amazing?
Oh, wow, really? Why is Jesse so
Wow.
amazing?
Um,
I don't see that one on here. I think you're making this up.
You might have.
Oh, there's way
Might
more
have-
questions. Oh, this is
Yeah,
double.
you might have to
Goodness.
refresh it.
Fresh.
Why is Jesse
Yeah.
so amazing? Well, you know, if I'm gonna kiss a little ass here, I would say that I do admire how Jesse he mends communities. I think the podcast is a really good idea because it introduces, like, again, I've had a couple of, like, I have quite a few of my people coming in here. You know what I mean? It's cool. Like, and I'm sure Bunny does, Scott does, like, people who, like, they've, like, you know, you're exposing these communities to each other. It's a good way to grow, you know? It's a good way to build something. So, you know, just to kiss a little ass, you know, why is Jesse so amazing? That's what I admire about Jesse. I think that's what's pretty cool about him, is the effort there in building community, and not just like, yeah, road to 2,000 followers, you know? So it's cool, because there's good people on here. So that's how I feel about that.
I guess if we're actually taking this as a serious question,
It wasn't meant to be serious. I was expecting insults, actually.
Jesse's an asshole.
I was gonna say, because I love watching Jesse swing the Ben Hammer. I have never in my
There's no
life
bullshit policy. Yeah.
more thrilled to swing that Ben Hammer. Somebody says something the wrong way, and boom, you're gone. Boom, you're gone. And it's not just in your channel, it's in multiple channels, and I think that's fucking hilarious.
I would never. You guys make me sound horrible.
Make-
It's
That's
just
what
like
makes
one
me-
big happy tea party,
I'm
you know?
keeping it clean. Keeping it classy.
You're like the TSA.
I feel like a bouncer. Just you can't get in the club.
Hey, you, get out of here.
No, he's like the TSA at the airport. Just anybody that he thinks even looks.
Yeah, right.
You're going to the back room. You're getting a full cavity search, and if not, boom, banned, going straight to jail. You're a terrorist. Get out of here.
God damn it. What about you, Bunny Tails?
Right.
I
Why
got
is Jesse great?
nothing.
Ouch.
No,
Come on.
I'm kidding. Don't give me that face. No, honestly, I mean, the podcast is great. I think it's a great thing. And Jesse, I mean, if we're gonna go there,
Stroke my ego.
I maybe give you a little stroke here. But
I love this
Oh,
question.
Bunny's giving out free stroke.
I knew
huh?
you'd like that.
Wow. That escalated quickly.
Alright. I
Sorry,
think
it
I'm
was
just
getting-
really uncomfortable now. I'm
It
just
was
gonna.
getting too serious in here. But Jesse is one of my favorite streamers to watch. So, you know, he's made me feel welcome since day one. Otherwise, I would not have followed or kept coming back. So, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate his sense of humor as well.
No, but
Always a good time. Always a good
in
time.
all seriousness, it is not me that makes me awesome. Although I am awesome, but no. In all seriousness, it's you guys taking your time out of the day, make the podcast a thing, the community behind it, the viewers, the chatters, and everybody else. Like it's just not me. You know, I may be I guess at this point a figurehead. At this point, but you guys have been helping more than you ever realized, just being on the podcast and just coming to the channel and just viewing and chatting it up, honestly though. But enough of stroking my ego. I mean, you can if you want to, but you know, that's enough. I've had my
No, we're
quota filled.
Can we move
am
on
so-
already?
I'm sorry.
There is one that I think we can answer real quick.
Sure.
That, where'd it go? I think it was for me and Sudafed, but I don't
Jeez.
see it on here anymore. And it said, "Do you guys play COD?" I do
Shut the
not.
fuck up,
You gotta go there.
Quick and simple answer. I used to a long time ago when I played on Xbox 360, and I own Call of Duty 4 on my Steam account, and I've played like 30 minutes of it. So, there you go.
Okay, I guess I'm forced to answer this question just because it was for both of us.
Honestly,
I did play
would have
COD.
ignored that question.
Yeah,
Fucking
right.
tail
Why do
me.
we have to? He obviously that finger like that question is just flipping the finger at us because we were talking about AAA. He's like ha 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 ha. Like I'm like look.
Well,
Played
like I
COD once
said, I
upon
thought
a
it would be a
time.
quick and easy
No,
answer.
it's all right. I just feel good that I was included in a question.
Feel special.
All right. So on to questions that don't suck. I'm kidding. Partially.
He's not kidding.
Okay. Some of these are ridiculous.
Let's see. Balance asks, I don't know if this is asked before, but would you guys actually watch your own streams if you were another person with the same mentality?
Who asked that? That's an awesome question.
Balance asks.
Balance.
Dude, he's a cool dude.
Here's another one that I'm gonna post in the chat for you guys to look at that we should answer afterwards.
Word.
But go ahead and feel free
I
to
mean-
answer that one.
Just go ahead and highlight it or ask it next time. But like, so as far as would I basically this is asking would you watch your own stream? My
Dude, that's tough.
My egotistical self is going to say yes. That's it.
I'd watch your stream too, Jesse.
Do I like looking in the mirror? Hell yeah.
Dude, no, that's a good question because like think about it. Like if you wouldn't watch your own stream, then why would you expect other people to?
That's
you know what I mean?
exactly
Like you
where
want
I'm
to,
at.
dude. You want to
Right.
make like if you want to make that much like of an impression, like if you want to like have people come watch you, how are you gonna expect the people to come watch you if you can't fucking watch yourself? You know, like that. Just again, I wouldn't watch myself, but I don't know. That's a solid question, dude.
On
People
that note, if I was a different person watching me do the streams that I had, sure. But personally, I hate the sound of my own voice. So
I'm right there with you.
I can't. I hate. Oh yeah, thanks. No. I hate even listening to VODs of myself. But I think that I try to put out fairly entertaining content, and like you were saying, that if I wouldn't watch it as myself, then who else is going to watch it? Like, if I can't even entertain me, then why do I expect to entertain somebody else? So, of course, I would watch my channel. I'm playing games that I like to play, so, yeah, I would totally watch my channel, as long as I didn't have to listen to my own voice.
Yeah, I will admit, it took me a while to get used to my own voice, but now that I've done so many highlights, it just doesn't faze me anymore. It used to bother me at first, but now not so much anymore. It's like, but, you know, when I'm looking through my, like, one of the things I will say is the reason why I would watch myself is because I go through, and if I do something new or different with my stream I haven't done before, I'll go through, I'll check out the VOD, and I'll be like, does this look pleasant? Does this look good? Am I doing this right? And, you know, things like that. And then I'm, you know, like a little tiny bit. Not mind you, I'm not gonna watch the whole damn thing, because I don't know, I can only deal so much of myself. But like, if I do something different, I will say I will double check it on the VOD, because, you know, it's so hard to double check these things, and like one thing's fucking up somewhere, you know. But aside from that, like, I don't know, like, it's like Sudafed said, is that if you wouldn't watch yourself, who is going to, like, why would people want to watch you, you know? Like,
yeah.
And so that's, and, you know, it's kind of one of those things, is like, if I'm going to do it right, so I always, I know everybody's like, oh, the stream's good, and the stream's fine, and I'm like, I can't trust your opinions, it's not perfect yet.
You're your harshest critic, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, it's like, I'm not MLG Pro, I'm not doing speed runs, I'm not somebody who's going to say, oh, I'm the best person that's ever played this game. What I'm hopefully giving is social commentary and entertaining commentary with chat and about the game while I'm playing it, because that's the only reason that people have to really come to my chat, because like I said, you know, I'm not doing world record times on games, and I'm not doing, you know, big League of Legends competitions or anything crazy like that. I'm just having fun with it. So if I wouldn't have fun watching my own channel, then who else is going to have fun with it?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, when it's all about having fun, you want to make sure they're having fun watching you too.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely a thing. I mean, and that at a certain point is kind of like how, you know, the podcast is developed. I'm like, I look and see what works. I've even tried I've even tried the different formulas for the podcast. Just started doing gameplay, and then, you know, like just different breakdowns of the hours, and then I found a more loose and relaxed feel for my podcast was the way I wanted to go. And I've been enjoying it a lot more since, for sure. I mean, I hope you guys are enjoying it. You can tell me if you're bored. Bunny looks bored.
I'm not bored.
Yeah, she does.
This bit.
I just always look like this.
You just always look bored.
Like, no, every time I'm on a podcast, there's always some app in the chat like, man, Bunny looks like she just does not want to be there. And I'm just like, I'm just sitting here listening to people talk.
Bunny's got she's got a resting bored face.
Bunny, feel free to cut us off.
Yep.
Or cut us. Either one.
She's giving us our space. She's actually a good person to have on a podcast. And I mean, she's like, I'll wait my turn.
I know, this Nico guy.
I know, I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
She's gonna sneak up on us and cut us with her razor carrots.
I hope so. What? Oh.
What?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Let's see. Has Sapphire submitted enough questions yet? Yes, Sapphire, you're doing good. Keep it up. Alright, next question.
Oh, okay. So, the next one that I saw that was actually a really good question, I think it's by Sapphire. What inspired you to start streaming?
Other one.
Let's see. I've heard this plenty of times before, and I'll say this. I thought I wanted to do YouTube, and then I found Twitch. The end. I'm gonna just give you a short version.
Fair enough.
Dude, oh man, this is such a broad question, because it's like the things that I wish inspired me to stream inspire me now to keep streaming. You know what I mean? Like the things that, like, it's like a developing thing. Like, where, like, as I continue to stream, I find new things that I'm like, oh, I want to keep streaming because of this or because of that. But initially, I was like, dude, you could stream games on a computer. That's pretty fucking cool. Like, that was it. Like, I was like, oh, these people are doing it. They're playing, like, I would look up, like, Resident Evil 3 streams and stuff like that back when Justin.tv, like, old school. And it was cool, man. Like, just people, like, and it was like, this is probably going to make me sound like a lonely guy a little bit, but that's not the case. All right. For anyone judges.
Sure.
It's like, you're right. It's like, it was like company, you know, like there was like, because when I was little, I used to like sitting in a room and watching my brothers play games or something like that. Like, it was just fun for some reason. To like playing a game was fun, but like watching them play a game was also like, oh, like this is nice. So being able to look up a stream and just be like, oh, like this game was awesome. I used to play this. I'm gonna watch it. So it's cool to do that for like other people too, like just play a game and just like people just watch it. It's such a simple thing, but now it's like, oh, I got community and blah, blah, blah. Like, don't get me wrong. Love me some community.
I will say, outside of the YouTube and like the outside of actually wanting to do my thing, like my gameplay on, you know, a video medium, I guess I would say. When I did Twitch, like, it brought new meaning to video games for me. I legitimately felt bored with video games at a certain point. I'm just sitting there playing by myself and having nobody there to really chat to and really enjoy the games with, and it really just got like boring. It was just like, you know, with streaming, I'm able to share the experience with everybody, and we're all able to beat the boss together, you know, or things like that, little things like that. And it's like Nico said, hey, you know, it's like I personally grew up with how do I say, like with the N64. The N64 was a multiplayer machine. We would all be in the same room playing multiplayer, and even before the N64, I also had the SNES where me and my friends were trying to beat a game, and we would take turns playing. And you know, that's kind of what Twitch feels like. You know, even though I'm not playing with you guys as much compared to you guys are just sitting there, you know, enjoying your time and hanging out. Like, it's like you guys are hanging out on my couch. Like, basically, is what it feels like at a certain point. I'm just sitting here, you guys are hanging out on my couch, and I'm just talking to you guys. Is the best. N65 is better. Shut up, Reaper. Shut up, Reaper.
No, I would totally agree with you on that one, Jesse, because my first system was the NES when I was like 3 or 4, but it was, you know, I was pretty young then, but I remember being, having my best friend over who was my neighbor at the time, and we would play Sonic for hours, which is a one-player game, you know, and I would either go through 1 life or 3 lives as a continue or whatever it was, but I spent a decent amount of time sitting there watching him as much as he sat there watching me, and it was kind of a back and forth. There wasn't so much of a split screen until it got to like the N64 days when you had like GoldenEye and the shooters where you could kind of split up the screens. But for a long time when I was younger, it was pass the controller back and forth, and I had just as much fun watching somebody else and seeing their techniques and then trying to implement that into my gameplay as I did playing it myself. So with that being said, to answer the actual question of what got you into streaming, I watched a certain channel that had kind of a 24-hour streaming crew that would switch out every 2 to 3 hours. And I was there for a long time before I ever really kind of discovered Twitch as a whole, or Ustream, or live stream, or whatever. Followed a friend out of that channel. You all know him as BTO No. And for months and months and months, he pushed me to start streaming. And I was like, I was always kind of hesitant about it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I enjoy playing games and I enjoy watching other people's streams, but I don't know if I would have that much to offer on my own stream and whatnot. And he pushed me for a long time, saying, oh no, you would be great at it. Just give it a shot. Give it a shot. So I figured, why not? I play video games as it is in my free time. Why not start a stream and have somebody to chat with while I'm doing it? And that just kind of turned into, once I did it a couple of times, I got that streaming bug and I was like, hey, this is actually pretty fun. So that was pretty much my motivation, was somebody else pushing me really hard to get into it. And then once I started doing it, I actually had a lot of fun. So I've continued it since then.
You know what? I lied. I did it all for the follows. 2K follows hype. No.
Fuck it.
No, what
Real
about you?
talk.
Whatever.
What about you, Bunny?
What was the question?
What got you
Sorry,
into
I
streaming?
honestly don't.
What inspired you to stream?
Okay. First of all, I have to go back because I didn't ask the previous question. Answer the previous question,
Damn
and
it,
Bala
Bunny, you
wants
should've
to
cut
hear
me
my.
off.
Oh, Bunny.
I'm sorry.
She's too quiet.
I'm not really good at that sort of thing. I'm not a jerk like you.
But I'm a jerk, so that's more reason to cut me off, right?
Yep.
Maybe. Thank you. Hello,
Anyways.
husband. Damn it! What was the
The last
Why?
question before this one?
Oh, would you watch your own stream? Okay, so
yeah. Would you
Oh,
watch
yeah,
on
that
stream?
yeah, that one for Bala. I would like to think that I would, because I play games that I like. The games that I played, I've enjoyed playing them, and I play them for the first time on stream, and I like watching people play first playthroughs of games. When I go back to watch my broadcasts to do highlights and stuff, I have very mixed feelings about that. But that's because it's myself watching myself, and sometimes it feels really uncomfortable. Like, I'm like, man, I look weird, or I sound really odd. But then other times, like, I'll keep watching because I'm actually enjoying like what's going on, because I remember like, oh, when this happened, it was really funny, and yada yada yada. So that's my answer to that.
Word. And what
Okay.
about what inspired you to start streaming?
The first person that put that that thought in my mind was actually my husband, but the way he said it to me was kind of strange. He said that I should totally start streaming, show my tits, and make a lot of money.
Oh,
It was just straightforward. He was like, dude,
Oh,
just go for the
God.
gusto.
No lie. To this
He's like, you don't need to be a stripper, Bunny, but you can go on there and ask for donations and just show your rack to everybody.
to this day, I don't know how much of that was serious or not.
Right?
Are you okay, Jesse?
This is the best inspirational story I've ever heard.
That just got you like another 10
No.
follows.
like screw like anything. Like, oh, I got into streaming to save animals. Like Jesse's
No,
like
no.
that one.
She got it
I
streaming just to show tits.
I don't mean to disappoint, but I didn't go that route. but I didn't think about actually
good.
streaming until he did bring it up. And I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe, I could try it. Not like that, but, I could try it. And I guess that's how I got started. I don't know if that's my inspiration, but that's how I got started. I guess my
Next time
inspiration.
you're asked that question, you should say your inspiration is your husband, not that he told you to show your tits.
No, don't
Oh
leave
yeah,
that part
because
out.
he's such a great person.
Real
and
talk.
he's-
Let's.
This is the Real Talk podcast, okay?
All right, fair enough.
Awesome.
Oh.
Oh, that
That's
That's the
is.
best
probably
origin
move
story
on
I've
now.
ever heard.
I got inspiration to continue my stream and to change my stream as I have just along the way from lots of different people. So,
Okay, so a tangent on that question. What inspired you to change from what was it, Vindictus? Because that's what you streamed like all the time, right? To doing more variety casting and branching out into other games.
Ooh, that's a big question. When I first started my channel, I wanted to play League of Legends on it, actually. And at the time, I didn't have a computer that was able to do that. And by the time I actually got a computer that was good enough to stream, I was actually playing, like you said, Vindictus. And before streaming, I would always play games that were multiple player games, like MMOs and RTS and MOBAs, because I liked that interaction. And so I missed out on a lot of the single player games because I just got kind of bored kind of playing by myself. That's where Twitch came in and showed me this whole other world. So the thing that tipped that over was one of my friends. He kept telling me, you need to play this game Dark Souls 2. And I'm like, no, I'm good. He gifted me the game, and he's like, you have to play it. So I'm like, okay. So I played it on my stream, and it was just so much fun, and I'm like, dude, I can play these games, and I don't have to be bored being by myself. So that's how I started going on the variety, playing all the different games that I never played before.
Okay. Just a little bit of a digression on that too is like what you just said, like the whole like going over to variety. When you over specialize and you just play one type of game, most likely when you go play something else, I see it all the time. Those people are gone. You know what I mean? Like you play one game all the time, you specialize in that, and you like they're there for the game. Like if that's all you play. I see it all the time, like people who just like say, for example, love playing Silent Hill. I'm a huge Silent Hill guy. I see Silent Hill streamers, they'll have like 40 plus people. They go over to something else, they can't even break 10. Like it's crazy when you just over. You don't have the freedom to play what you want, like especially if you're pressured or if you want to keep growing your channel, and then you go and like you just keep playing one game. And then you switch to something else, you realize that you don't really have that freedom with that community to branch off into other things. A couple people might stay, but those are the people that are important. Those are the people who like you for you and not what you're friggin' playing. Like GTA. Oh my god.
Oh,
I hate that game.
So
I really enjoy GTA,
Yeah.
but I've noticed that the crowd that GTA brings is very toxic, and they're going to be there that one time and then never come back to your channel. I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to.
yeah, so Stinky Pete, one more time, just make sure I get the question right. What was it once again? I had to take care of something.
Stinky Pete. I love that name.
Like you asked a question, right?
Well, the last one that was asked was what
the
inspired you to stream.
and then
Yeah,
you had a tangent question.
Oh, that was for Bunny. I was asking her
Oh.
what.
It was for me specifically.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I was asking her what made her stop streaming Invictus as the whole game that she streamed to being a variety caster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
Basically, Jesse, the whole podcast right now is in complete anarchy.
I know. I left for 1 second. Sorry. I got really excited when I
Fight
saw
the power!
this. I got really excited when I saw this question, and
Oh.
I had to prep a little something something. KLB
Okay.
ask, how many ties do you own? So
Oh,
we're
God.
gonna have a little show and tell here.
Such a showman.
This is gonna be fun.
I got this many.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Dude, I have
goddamn.
like-
I've
3.
lost track. In fact, I think I missed one. And I'm wearing one.
I have like 3.
Does that
You
answer
put
your
my collection
question?
Put my collection to shame.
I have at least over 20 ties.
It's pretty impressive.
That's good, man. You got variety.
Yeah, I have a big thing with ties, apparently. I don't know why.
A little bit.
I need
You like
more dress
BTO now
shirts.
with hats.
Do you wear them outside as much as you do like on the stream?
I used to. When I worked at sales in AT&T, I used to wear a lot of ties, but now not so much.
Now you just don't leave the house, right?
He
Well,
just wears
I mean, now I
ties.
just got a job, but it's a server job. It's not like you're wearing a tie on the beach.
Jesse,
That'd be weird.
dude, I'm happy for that you're not with AT&T though, because I hate jobs like that, dude. I hate jobs like that. I've worked sales. I've been an associate. I hate that line of work. I hate it.
Yeah.
I've been a,
Yeah, I got burnt. It was, I'm done.
Hate it.
Don't want to go back for that, personally. But anyways, sorry I had to take a moment of absence just to I don't have a bow tie yet. I personally don't like them. I'm too tall for a bow tie. I know my shit. Anyways,
I didn't know I didn't know height. How did you?
dude, like, I don't know. Smaller people can pull off bow ties. I can't. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sorry. Hit a tough spot. Jeez.
Let's see.
What was there?
Let's see.
Could have had one in the Skype chat, I think, that he wanted to
Okay.
answer.
If you
but
want to read it
that's
off.
It's a democracy, you know, if you guys are down to answer this one with me. All right. Let me just double check who asked that, though. It was very... Okay. Gra asked that. What has been the proudest moment of your stream? That's a good question, too. It's because, like, I actually have one. Like, I could actually answer that question legitimately. Well, a couple months ago, towards, like, the last quarter of, like, 2014, I did a Silent Hill wannabe marathon where I tried to marathon a game, but it took me like 2 weeks to finish them all because I would only stream like 2 hours at a time. All right, and I had a donation drive for the Animal Rescue League, and you know we raised a decent amount of money for that, and like more than I actually expected. You know, and that was really what's going on? This naming of limpy feet. Oh jeez. Well, basically, like, you know, we have our ups and downs in life, and, like, after kind of, like, the whole high ran off of, like, you know, me doing that, you know, like, I had been going through some stuff, like, I just got into, like, a car accident and stuff, and I got this, letter in the mail from the actual, like, the Animal, like, Rescue League, and it was kind of, like, just a little thank you and, like, a little story about, like, a dog that they had, like, the money went towards that I had donated and my viewers had donated, and it was just a really good pick me up, and it was nice to know that just through gaming, you know, just through playing a game and just bullshitting and shooting the shit with people that I like, we did something like that just made it had some little dent of meaning in a like a living being. You know, it was cool to have that effect on something, like something that actually had meaning instead of like selfish reasons where I'm like, give to me, instead like where I don't need, where something else could have used it a lot more. So that was a pretty proud moment for me. Yeah.
Well, way to make us all feel like shit. You should have gone last.
Well-
I can't say I've ever saved a puppy with my stream. I wish.
I can't say I would want to save a puppy.
Right.
Oh, see, Jesse's just gonna burn in hell for that.
Oh shit!
Puppy fight club.
Jesse's
Kidding.
curb just to make sure his stream kept going.
Oh my god! Everybody's gonna unfollow, unsub, undonate.
Jesse hates puppies confirmed.
Report to Twitch.
I think hating puppies is actually a violation of TOS.
Yeah, it probably is.
Oh my god.
I just spilled my heart out, and Jesse's like,
Pretty much. Yeah, I've got nothing compared to that. Proudest moment that I had on a stream was when I had a lot of people come in and have a good chat. I'm kind of an inexperienced streamer as far as doing. I haven't raised money for anything. I've got nothing on that. But I've had a couple good streams where there's been people in there. Okay, there was actually a time where somebody came in who was having a rough day, who was very depressed, and I was able to talk to that person for a while, and I think I made their day better. So
That's good, man.
overall,
Yeah.
it's still not saving a puppy, but I mean,
Still, it's a personal thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a personal accomplishment. Like, it's something
I
that you
made some
felt.
sort of connection to a person, which
Yeah.
if I wasn't there to chat and BS with them and say, hey man, it's gonna be okay, life's gonna get better, let's just have a good time and hang out, that who knows what would have happened with their night. So I think that's probably the most humble, proud moment I have as far as a streamer.
What about you,
Bunny.
Bunny? I'll go last since I'm a horrible human being.
Oh,
You are.
Well,
My favorite moment was 2,000 follows.
God damn.
I'm actually not gonna. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna answer this question the way it's asked, but I'm gonna kind of to do a little spin-off on it because I think aside from like maybe a donation drive and being proud of like the money that your viewers help to raise, like I can't think of anything that doesn't really sound like really douchey. But I think I'm gonna go with my proudest moment that I felt for somebody else on Twitch. Is that acceptable?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Sure, do as you want.
I'm gonna forget your question. I'm making my
Forget your question. I'm making my own.
For me, I've
You gonna
seen
do
a
a
lot,
hand snap with that,
quite a-
Jesse?
quite a few streamers that I follow have gotten partnered. As I've been watching them, but the one that happened recently, and I think some of you probably know who I'm talking about, but for some reason, this one, like, I was just really, really proud of him and like really excited. Fat Planet Entertainment, when he got his partnership, for some reason, like, I just felt very emotional about that. I was just so happy for him because I know that he's been working on it from day one. That's been his goal. So
Did you say
for
Fat
me,
Planet?
Fat Planet Entertainment,
Dude,
yeah.
he's something else, man. He goes all out. I think he's a really cool guy, for straight up. I wasn't there for that transition, but if someone needs to be partnered, that dude needs to be partnered, straight up.
He's put a lot of time and effort into it.
Word. I had no idea he actually got partnered.
Yeah.
It was
just
like
a few
4 or 5 days ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I had no idea. Oh, good for him, man. I actually thought you were gonna say Smoke-a-Loke.
No, because
But-
when he got partnered, like I hadn't been watching for that long, so I was like, yay! But at the same time, it wasn't like I hadn't been on the journey with him as long.
Fair enough.
And I know
Yeah.
I know FP's really been like that's his goal. That's like the light at the end of the tunnel that he's been striving for since the beginning. And Smoke wasn't like that. He started for fun, and then it just kind of happened.
Word. Let's see. My proudest moment. Well, okay, guys. I'm going to link you a video of kind of where the Real Talk video got, the Real Talk podcast is started from. For those of you who've seen the podcast, oh shit, Sudafed, please. Donated $10 for the puppies.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Sudafed. You don't want the donate. God damn it! I told you undonate.
Don't thank me, sir. It's all right.
Thank you. So
Keep saying what you was saying.
Anyways, it was okay. My stream, for those of you who know, been here since the very beginning of how the popularity of the channel like grew and whatnot and exploded at a certain point. I was rated by Cryotic and Spoon and Jesse Cox. I've had 1,200 people into my channel and 0 mods to handle the situation. My whole channel was just a clusterfuck of horrible people, to say the least. I mean, although the awesome people have stayed since then, but throughout all the chaos, it's just I've been, there's been so many things that happen between people being harassed and hurting each other and all this other kind of craziness to where one day, and it triggered, streaming wasn't fun for me. Everybody was making it more of a chore than I really ever wanted it to be, and it was just not fun for me, and I was just an emotional, just drawn out, and if you guys get the time, check out this video. It's an hour long. I will say, bookmark it, save it for later, do what you want, but basically that is my proudest moment in streaming, is just basically me breaking down, just going and saying, hey, here's the rules, here's what you guys need to get your shit together, or I'm not gonna stream. It's just not fun for anymore. I was emotionally broken down in this video. I even cry in this video.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, that's passion. That's passion. I admire that. That's passion.
But yeah, it's basically just shows what some of the shit I've been through, and how I've felt about it, and it's all just laid out on there. I'm like, look, Jesse can cry once on a blue moon, once ever on stream. It's never gonna happen again. I swear to God, you will never collect my tears, you gypsy. But yeah, no. And overall, that is where that's the basis of where my stream comes from, and I think Jesse is a pansy. Fuck you, Reaper.
He goes, he's a jerk. It looks like he's using a camera from the 80s.
Dude,
this man's pouring his heart out.
Dude, there was some real talk in there. I was suited up for that, and I'm suited up for this podcast every Tuesday, man. So, that's kind of where it all started from, and that's just kind of like how my viewer base, I cut my viewer base in half, but the quality was so much more important to me, and
Dude,
it still is. To this day, the quality of people I have in my chat is more important to me. So, how long ago was this? This was almost a year ago. Almost. But yeah. Enough about that. I'm not gonna go on to that. You guys can do what you want. Bookmark that. View it for later. Tell me I suck. I don't care, honestly. So that's got to be my proudest moment, is just kind of just stepping up and facing my fear of not liking streaming anymore, and the people ruining it for me and all that, and just kind of hitting it head on. You suck. Shut up, sarcasm. Eat a dick.
You can't say shit. I'm just so passionate. These guys are like, pfft. That's funny.
But
haters.
Sucks to suck. But what's up? Let's see. Any other questions we got here? We got time for about one more question.
Okay, well, there's 2 good ones posted in the Skype chat, so
read them off to me.
What is your favorite video game and why? Or what do you plan to do by the end of 2015?
We're gonna answer that second one because I've answered that first one so many damn times.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite video game and why? No. Shut up. It's been done every podcast. I hate you. No,
it was Sapphire, by the way.
Real
but
quick,
I do hate you, Sapphire. I was wondering who said that. I was like, oh god, I hope I didn't offend it. Oh, it's just Sapphire right there. But I'm sorry. What was the second question once again?
What do you plan to do by the end of 2015?
Okay, by the end of 2000, and that was by Roz. I see. It is you every podcast. I almost wondered you. By the end of 2015, I got no plans. I don't plan shit. I plan to do this podcast every week. That's all I got. I got nothing.
I'm not a very
uh,
goal-orientated person either.
Oh, all right.
I've-
Well, okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
You got
okay.
this, Scott.
I've got a couple goals. I don't want to get too personal here or anything, but I am looking to get into a better career that I'm currently in, and that's more on a personal note. But at the more or less Twitch and streaming standpoint, I would like to expand my channel and be able to grow, and I feel like once I go to PAX, that's going to help me out a lot as far as networking and being able to just be more entertaining and a better streamer. But overall in life, I hope by the end of 2015, everything is on a better note than a worse note. I'll leave it at that.
Word. So, I believe that's everybody's 2015 goal is
Pseudo.
Or pseudo,
Say
sorry.
something.
Yeah, right. Well, I guess whatever. I might as well just go.
my bad.
No, it's I'm kidding. I wish it's not. It doesn't really entail streaming as much as other things. Personally, just to kind of veer off from the whole Twitch thing a little bit. And unfortunately, sorry guys. Hope I'm not breaking any rules. My passion, my real love in life is music. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. Yes, I love music. That's my thing, and that's
Play
pretty
music
much
on
what
Twitch?
music. That's actually honestly that's something that I plan on. I haven't really talked about it yet, but that's something that I plan on doing is actually making a separate channel so I don't alienate anyone that I already have. I'd like to keep a gaming channel for gaming, but I'm thinking about making the Twitch channel for music to just show composition. Nothing not sitting there and just hey, look at me and my guitar. Just maybe me recording stuff and writing. It's just just to be a part of the process. Maybe even see if people have any input or something. They could be a part of it. I think it would be cool to do that because there are a lot of musicians out there taking requests. The music section on Twitch is blowing up.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of cool stuff on. There's a lot, and that actually is going to lead me to one of the people that I'm going to have you guys follow, or it's going to be my recommended guy in a minute. But it's blowing up, but a lot of the stuff is people just taking requests or playing things, and I think it would be really cool to actually just take people into the whole compositional side of things, just writing in general, and just taking something from the ground up and building and making your own thing. I think it would be inspiring for people, but my real focus is music, man. I love streaming, I'm not going to stop, but that's what I do, and by the end of the 2015, I hope to just have small personal accomplishments when you love doing something, you set little milestones that you like to achieve, whether it be with streaming or anything you enjoy, you want to hit certain points and that's validating, that gives you that gratification is inspiration to keep moving forward. And for me, that's what I strive to get with music.
Fair enough. Honestly, I don't think you need a separate channel. I mean, I've done plenty of pixel art streams on my own channel.
Yeah.
So maybe just include it all in one. Have you considered that?
I have. I just it's such a. It doesn't have to be, but to me, I feel like it's such the content is really different to me. I feel like games and music can go hand in hand, yes, but I feel like there'd be people that I get there who are interested in the music, and if they follow, I would like for them to have a place to go to, and if they enjoy music, if they enjoy that, watching that composition, I want that to be there for them every time, and not be okay, I followed this guy and he does music sometimes, but I mean, they don't have to follow me in the first place, but it would just to dedicate it for that, I don't have to, you're right, I could probably find a way to make it work, but for me, I just feel like just separating those two mediums would just probably work out better, and it would just give me, because I could approach things from a different angle. I'm really goofy, I'm very ridiculous on my stream, and for the music side of things, I'm take it very seriously,
Fair enough.
But you have a good point, though. I've definitely thought about it, and it's still an up in the air thing. Can I make it work with one channel? You're right. I'm sure the pixel art thing works out great. That's cool. But, you know, like people like seeing stuff like that. They like seeing talented people and like creative things because you can click on any channel and find a gamer. You know, it's so easy to just be like, this guy's playing a game. Like, there's so many different choices, but to find someone doing something unique and something they're good at is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like, I mean, if anything, maybe even I'm sure you'll figure it out, mind you, and play around. But just start off with one channel and then move on to both, or do it with both and then try it with one channel. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's one of those things you'll figure out. It's just like I'm like too lazy to make another channel for my pixel art.
Well, because you put so much effort into yours, like I could just imagine splitting that up into two things. Like that would be exhausting. All the like the graphical stuff that you put like the work into, like all the effort. That would be exhausting to host two channels like that. I think.
Yeah. Another thing about it is mostly because I only do it like once in a blue moon. Mostly because it's like, oh, it's going to be a pixel art for something on my channel that is going to happen. You know, it's not simply just. I'm doing it willy-nilly or anything. It's just like, hey, this is going to be for my channel, my host notification. I just wanted to stream it to you, as it's being made or something like that. But aside from that, guys, we are running out of time. I know.
I was wondering if we had time for one more question, or if you wanted to wrap it up. It's up to you.
No, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. But we are going to wrap it up. We do try to keep this under 3 hours of mindless banter. Well, mindful banter. Yeah, we're going with that. Mindful banter. But on that note, guys, let's see. If you guys could once again reintroduce yourselves, tell us what you're all about and who you are, and you know what? I'm gonna start off with Mr. Sudafed. Tell us what you're all about. Remind the stream what you're all about, guys. In chat, I want you to do me a solid favor. If you have followed Sudafed, or if you've just followed Sudafed, or if you've been following Sudafed, please spam some hearts in chats and show him some love. I want to see everybody who follows Sudafed spam some hearts in chats.
Oh, thank you guys.
So anyways, tell us what you're about, what you've been up to, what are you planning on doing, and you know, who would you like to plug?
All right, this works out just great. Actually, you know, again, as I said before, it's a really like it's a no bullshit channel, guys. Like if you want to go somewhere and you want to connect with people, people like that are like-minded, they're not trying to like. I'm not trying to make money off of you people. I don't want to monetize anything. I just want community. That's all, you know. And if you guys want a place to chat with no obnoxious, like in your face, like calling you out before you even say anything or saying stuff while you're still trying to lurk, you know, come see me. Like I try to stream 2 hours a night. Like moderation is really important to me. I don't like to do. And nothing's wrong with it, you know, like few hour streams, like people who do 5-6 hour streams, that's fine. But again, short streams, 2.5 hours usually. Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm not gonna look over there because it's gonna distract me. And again, like what I plan on doing, like I just said, the whole music thing, I think it would be really cool to implement that. I might start it on my channel. I might start working on like composing music and writing stuff on a live stream, which I think would be really cool, especially if like you guys are music fans, you know. It'd be cool to be a part of that, especially like I love working with people, so if you guys are musicians or anything like that and you have input, I'm in no way stiff about stuff like that. So, you know, if you want to see stuff like that, come check me out, guys. I got nothing but love in my heart.
Cool.
All right.
And who would you like to plug tonight?
All right, actually, this guy is a musician. He's brilliant. He's a pianist. Yeah, right.
He's
okay.
a penis.
Okay. He takes requests. I think he's a brilliant guy. Like, he has no idea that I stream, probably. You know what I mean? He's probably going to have no idea that I plug him tonight. And there's so many people I could choose. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rant down too much. Like, nothing against the people that... I want to pick someone who actually streams a lot, okay? So nothing against, like, all you guys. Like, I love all you guys. I know you guys stream here and there. But this guy is brilliant. He's, like... He plays piano, and he's just, it's beautiful. Like, piano is such a beautiful instrument, and he does it perfectly. He takes requests, and he sight reads stuff, plays it right off the spot. You guys need to check out Phonic. He's seriously fantastic. How many times can I span this?
As much as you
As many
feel
as you
need.
want.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
My hand's getting sore already.
Followed.
All right, we'll go with that.
All
He's
right.
seriously awesome. He's a great musician.
I'm gonna check him out now. Followed.
Yep.
Alrighty. So guys, next we got Mr. Stinky Pete. What have you been up to? What have you been playing? Guys, hold up. Guys, you know the drill. If you've been following Stinky Pete, or if you're following Stinky Pete, or just now follow Stinky Pete, please drop him some heart spam in chat.
Hello.
So what have you been what have you been doing? What have you been playing? And what are you up to? And who would you like to plug?
I am kind of a variety caster. Follow your nose to Stinky Pete's, yes.
Follow your nose.
God damn it.
But no, I'm kind of all over the place. I really enjoy playing Diablo 3 recently. I've been getting into a lot of Season 2. I've been doing some kind of first-person, third-person action games as far as Batman, Arkham Asylum, Dishonored. But then again, I just recently picked up Crypt of the Necrodancer, which is flippin' amazing. It's one of the hardest games I've ever played, but it's super fun. And then I also stream City Skylines, which is a city builder sim. So I'm kind of all over the place. I just stream what I am kind of feeling at the moment. But it's always a good time. I always try to be very interactive with my chat. Anybody that comes by, I will talk to you, say how's it going. If you got any problems, we can talk about them. But overall, I just try to be, entertaining and do whatever feels like fun. So that's kind of what it breaks down to. And my person that I would like to plug is a good friend of mine. She is a little bit more general as far as what she streams. She does a lot of Crypto the Necrodancer, and she does a lot of older, like, Super Nintendo games, like Final Fantasy and like Bubble Bobble and older stuff, but she's actually very, very entertaining to watch. So you should go and watch my friend Arachnus. She is a great streamer. She has got the most amazing giggles you have ever seen in your entire life. She giggles all the time, and I guarantee you, if you stop by there, she will make you giggle as well.
That's cute.
Alrighty.
I want to giggle.
Follow
I'm
for
sold.
the giggle.
Follow for the giggles.
It's the giggle train, so go have fun. Give her a
Alright.
follow.
Last but not least, we got Miss Bunnytails. Guys, once again, you know the drill. If you are following Bunnytails, if you just followed Bunnytails, please do drop her some hearts spam in chat. And what have you been doing? What have you been doing? What are you about? Blah blah blah. Tells your channel. Sorry.
All that bullshit.
Yeah,
just
all
go.
that bullshit. Just spout it. And also, who would you like to plug?
Okay. Hi again, I'm Bunny Tails, and I'm a variety caster on Twitch. Let's see, I love Dark Souls. Dark Souls is the best game ever. I'm currently playing... What am I playing? I'm playing Skyrim for the first time. Play a lot of RPGs, stuff like that. Mass Effect, Bioshock, stuff like that. And the person that I want to plug is a caster that I found her by through Squints a lot, someone who's on hiatus right now, but a good friend of mine, and we did a multicast together playing Gauntlet for 2 nights, 2 or 3 streams we did together, and her name is Catherine L. Johnson 82.
Ah, cat.
Oh, Catherine.
Catherine.
She's currently playing Dark Souls 2 and of course, I'm watching her play it because I am just a big fan of the series, and she's doing a fantastic job playing without any completely blind and little to no help on bosses, and she's very entertaining, very chill, and go follow her. Or don't, it's up to you, but you should.
Already done.
She's streaming right now.
She's streaming right
awesome.
now, yeah.
Okay.
She was in here earlier.
Yeah,
I was
no,
gonna say,
yeah.
she
I
was in the
about to
chat
say.
earlier tonight.
So, this is where I wrap things up, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I want to say thank you to all you guys hanging out in the Skype call with me, hanging out, chilling out. Those of you in chat, these people take 3 hours out of their day. If you could take 30 seconds to follow each and every one of them, I would be greatly appreciative. And you know, it's been a lot of fun, guys, but unfortunately we gotta wrap it up. One note.
Do we have to?
Evil Bunny, please don't do that.
Evil Bunny, they're all here.
Yeah,
in
right.
the
What does that
current
even
channel.
mean? Like, the idea was nice, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, don't do that. But in all seriousness, I'm trying to drop a damn link, and then it doesn't help when you're spamming my link.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I'm kidding.
so with that said, guys, my shout out is going to be Mr. Call of Cthulhu.
Dude, Cthulhu.
I don't know if you guys have checked him out, but this guy is very awesome, very theatrical, very creepy at a certain point. So
Creepy? I'm sold.
no, yeah, like he's very, very theatrical. Like it's
Followed.
hard to explain. Highly entertaining British streamer. Do follow him. But let's see. Other than that, we just gotta figure out who the hell we're gonna raid tonight. And guys, once again, I want to thank you all. Thank you all for coming out here, making this podcast possible. And you know, those on Skype call, putting up with my bullshit. I don't know how you guys do it. But and let's see. Let's just figure out who we're gonna raid, guys. If you in this Skype call, if you can drop me 3 different links to 3 different streamers, and then I'm going to pick the one I would like to raid.
Alright, let's see who I got. Let's see.
There's one.
The actual
It's not a
links,
Twitch
right?
link.
You want the links?
Yes, actual links.
Oh, well, damn it. You know
Boo.
who I'm talking about, so.
I mean, they
Here,
can.
fine. Here,
Links, please.
there's a
He
link.
wants links.
You okay? Yep, 3 different links, and then I'll pick.
Okay.
Aside from that, guys, if you guys could get your rating gear ready, god damn it.
Right?
Do.
There you go.
I said 1, fool. Pick
Oh!
one.
Oh, then the first one. I
Then
thought you
the
meant
first
3
one.
each. The first one.
No.
I'm like, man, 30,
Damn
that's
it,
a lot.
Bunny.
You're
Okay.
Bunny,
good.
I almost did the same thing. I almost did the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie. I was so close. I just had copied my second link, and before I pasted it, you just
Alright.
got grilled for that.
Let
I took the fall for you. I'm okay
You
with
did.
this.
GG.
I'll remember forever.
And by the way, while we're deciding, thank you everybody so much for the follows tonight.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Alright, I love you guys.
Alrighty. Okay. I think we're going to do. You know, I have yet to raid this guy. We're gonna go to this channel. If you guys want to go ahead and prep your raid call, and then I will drop the link in chat. Guys, okay, so guys, I'm about to drop the link in chat. Let me know when you guys are in there and ready.
I'm
The
ready.
one that Bunny Tails dropped in chat, yeah?
Yes. We're gonna, so guys, what you're gonna do, you're gonna copy and paste. You're gonna copy and paste Hashtag Real Talk Podcast. You're going to get this prepped. You're going to wait for us to go into the channel. You're going to wait for me to drop the raid call. Give it about 30 seconds after we go offline. And then we will head over, mosey on over to this channel, and then we will raid the shit out of them. Alright? So, let's go show some love over to Mr. Angry Man Xander.
Yeah, buddy.
And I will catch you guys over there. It's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure. Everybody say bye!
Goodbye.
Bye.